Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I don't know what this game is, but I've just been kind of sitting here on the menu, jamming. Like, the song's a little spooky, but it's also kind of like a bop, you know? But yeah, how you guys doing? Smitzel, Thighs, Ginger, welcome in. I also see Boot Hill and Spooky there lurking with the redeems. Glad to see y'all. Got new glasses, that's good. Always nice to have new glasses. Well, it's nice, but it's also weird, right? Because, like, now you can see, but, like, your eyes aren't adjusted, so you're, like, seeing too well. What's up, David? Enjoy the lurk. So yeah, I don't know anything about this game at all, other than it has some creepy art. But, we're gonna do what we can. What's up? Lexi, welcome in. Keep tripping, darn astigmatism. Yeah, I got that too. Interesting that the little hand icon here is a left hand. I feel like that's kind of unique. Long time no see. Yes, it's been ages. Alright. Ooh, low-res picture. Oh wait, no, it's a low-res video. Huh. It's like an FMV kind of game. Yo, what? Who's dead on the beach? Alright, and then a cartoon character. Is that a naked man outside the house? Alright. I like that the voice acting in the game so far seems to just be somebody being like... Alright, so I can move. That appears to be all I got. I can move, and I can look around. A few drunkards lay sprawled out on the street. They're lying on the cold, hard ground and appear to be fast asleep. Things are good for them right now. That doesn't look super good to me, but I guess if it's good for them... So Undertale? Kinda, yeah. What if everybody in this just sounds like Sans? He's like, That person doesn't look like they're doing so good. Got no cigarettes. Can't use the phone. Better not go in there right now. I'll check during the day. Bro, I can't go to the bathroom at night? Can't get a midnight snack? Rumeralia, 31. Okay. Can't go in the hall. Kombucha. Saves the game. This save persists even after your current playthrough ends. My favorite drink. Makes me feel good, clears my head, reminds me of better times. I mean, if I only get one, I guess I should probably wait to use that. Bedroom. Okay, I can go in my bedroom. I hate sleeping by the nightstand. Too many bad memories. Nope, I don't look that way, not anymore. Alright. I won't click the bed in case that, like, ends the night or something, but... Loneliness and isolation. What is that? Is that a rock? Or... Okay. Dude, get the hint. I'm not answering the fucking door. Chill. Leave me alone. Your neighbor's house stands alone in the hayfield. There's no light in the windows. Looks like his family is asleep. Okay. Oh, what? It's the middle of the night, probably. Let them in. It's cold outside. I don't care how cold it is outside. It seems like I'm living in, like, Russia or Poland or somewhere. I don't think I should let people in. Hey, neighbor, long time no see. How's life? Same as it ever was. So let me level with you. I came over for a reason. I've been getting a little worried about you. Something real bad seems to be headed our way. I just got off the phone with my cousin. She told me the news is saying something weird is going on with the sun. And that there are people coming up from underground. They're calling them visitors for whatever reason. Creepy stuff, huh? I sure hope it's not true. What's happening with the sun? Either it's gonna explode or something's gonna explode on it. Not totally sure. All I know is something's wrong with it. I'm sure you noticed this summer's been the hottest one ever, right? Think we need to prepare ourselves for the worst. My cousin told me that being home alone is dangerous, so I came over to make sure you don't end up hurt. Or worse. How are your wife and daughter holding up? Don't worry about my family. A good friend of mine's staying with us right now. He's looking after them while I'm here. Great, let's continue this conversation in the morning then. I'll see you in the kitchen when you wake up. See you in the morning. You're gonna see me in my kitchen? Looks like no one else is coming tonight. How would I possibly know that? Alright, well. Hard day's work. Time to go to bed, I guess. God damn. Dude looks like one of those, like, how to draw anime characters. Like those books you can buy. Breaking news. At 6:28 a.m. today, there was a powerful emission of energy from the sun. This burst of energy was far larger than scientists had predicted. As a result, temperatures outside have reached critical levels. The government has since declared a state of emergency. We ask that viewers refrain from going outside during the day. Up next, something lighter. Yo, they said lighter. Zenless reference? What was that? It sounded like a close-up, like a stethoscope on somebody's stomach as it rumbled. It was... alright. Yo, what up, Kid Anime? Welcome in. You see ballerinas dancing gracefully, crossing the stage in strong but delicate leaps. Despite the elegance, the dance evokes anxious thoughts. If only someone could just explain what's going on. 4 more days until Halloween. That's right. 4 more days until I'm back in the booth and wearing a costume. Alright, so he still won't do any of that. I'm afraid looking out right now will make me go blind. Okay, so you don't look outside during the day, and you don't go into these rooms at night. Toto, pretty much the only toy I had as a kid. Is it like a... Is it like a a frog or something? 5 more days until November 1st and Mariah Carey will say it's time. Bro, don't remind me. It starts so fucking early. Are you a visitor? I don't think so. But I don't know yet. I'm not really sure what the visitors are. Maybe. Maybe by the end of it I will be. Welcome in, Meek. Good to see you. Well, except for the sticks we use to whack the grass. Can I get my crucifix? Don't get why it's not in the corner. I thought that was the rule. I've never heard that before. Thank you, Vulcan, for the blessings. The fact I saw advent calendars in September. Yeah, for fucking real. Dude, I'm getting so tired of how early they're starting all the decoration stuff. Like, I fully understand this is an old man gripe that I have, but like, I should not be able to see Christmas decorations in fucking September. They should just not exist. It's ridiculous. Then again, Dad never gave a damn about rules. I grew up Catholic, and I don't recall there ever being a rule that you have to have your crucifix in the corner of the room. I'm trying to beat Pantheon 5 in HK, and I'm getting rocked in the worst way. Damn, dog. I wish you all the best. I hope you can just lock in and fly through it on the next one. Beer day. Pretty good day. Christmas be gone. For now, yes. I do love Christmas, but like it's too crazy to have it be in August. Unless it's Hobby Lobby. Well, that's just because Hobby Lobby's like a Jesus store. What's up, Neurotic? Welcome in. Good to see you. Putting up Christmas decorations in July. Early bird gets the worm. I mean, no one can say you're not early, for sure. Honestly, I'm better off being alone. You can even talk out loud to yourself. You can do that when you have a partner, too. But, small blessings, I suppose. One of those magazines where you gotta find a certain person in the crowd. Must be annoying. Wish people would just leave me alone already. Is he talking about Where's Waldo as a magazine? Alright. It's weird that he has a picture of some lady if he's not... doesn't care about her. I guess maybe that is supposed to be a frog, but it looks fucked up. Doesn't look like any frog I've ever seen. I can use the phone. Still no cigarettes. We got the 5-head lady over there. Can't look outside. I see. I have to actually dial the number. Can I, like... Aww. What? Bro, this phone is broken. It only does 6 numbers. That's... I don't have any numbers then, I guess. Bathroom. This is a tight bathroom. Is that a washing machine? Where's the toilet? Behind the door? Window to another room. People used to do that to save electricity so the light from one room spills into the other. Then they sealed it up, but only on one side. Alright. And that's it. The tub is the toilet. I mean, hey, if it's dire enough straits, sometimes you just got to do what you can. All right, storage room. He said back then, when I'm gone, you decide if you want to open that box or not. Been deciding for 15 years, still can't make up my mind. Okay. I feel like I would open up a box if somebody mysteriously was like, you get to decide. Alright. Kitchen. I don't want to deal with that guy. No, actually, I just forgot about the radio. To catch a signal, turn the right knob. To do this, left-click and hold on the right knob and move your cursor left or right. The knob for adjusting the volume is on the left. If you still can't get a signal, try changing the wave range. To do this, left-click on the handles. I removed the wave blocker from the radios. Fuck them. Fuck, it doesn't work now. Alright. So he said it's broken then, right? Okay. Oh. How can I help you people? They're burning. Can you describe what you're seeing? Is there a fire? No, it's the sun. They're burning up in the sun. Alright, Ginger. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun with the D&D. Do not leave the house until dark. Know that guy haunts the streets at night. He's the pale one. He's not human. Florida Heat Simulator. Louisiana Bayou Simulator. Looks like I won't be picking up any more radio broadcasts today. Okay, so things are not good is what I'm discovering here. Is this like a... I guess it's not post-apocalyptic, it's just an apocalyptic game. It's like pre-apocalypse. Heh, Grandma crammed every cabinet full of dishes. Only pulled out the fancy set for holidays. Now, who the hell needs it? Alright. Damn, so it's true after all. Well then, everything I said makes sense. Don't go outside during the day, and you have to remember to let other people in. Why would I let strangers into my house? I know you prefer to keep your distance from people, but you have to. My cousin doesn't know for sure why we can't just bunker down by ourselves. But she mentioned that if anyone comes and asks if you're alone, say no and tell them someone's in the house with you. Why do I need to have other people? The people you let inside might bring something useful or share some interesting information. Just don't forget to test them for signs of being a visitor. You won't have much energy during the day with this heat. So choose who you want to test carefully. You'll have to take a real close look. It's strenuous, draining work. But don't worry about chatting with people. That won't take up any energy, so talk as much as you like. And be sure to look out your windows. TV's great and all, but there's no better source of info than your own two eyes. But I thought I can't look out the window. So I guess I get two actions per day. What do we need to do? I'm afraid all we can do now is try to survive, and hope this nightmare ends soon. I'm sure the government will help us somehow. Maybe they'll lead everyone to shelter or something like that. Bro, I don't think so. If I know the government, I wouldn't count on them. If they do, stick together with me and my family. Alright, that's it for me. Alright, almost forgot. I'm heading back home tomorrow night. Write down my number. They just set up the line over there. 09888. We'll keep in touch on the phone. Okay, now that's really it. Crack a beer and get some sleep. Bro, I just woke up. I can eat that roach. Cherny. World's gone to shit, but a cold beer still hits right. Okay. What if I talk to you more? By the way, I brought you a case of beer. My brother-in-law works at a brewery. Knock one back before you hit the sack. It'll make you really sleepy. If you ever feel like you've had enough conversation for one day, drink a beer and relax. Anything else? No. Okay. I mean, I guess that's today then. That beer sure made me sleepy. I should go to bed. Yeah, alright. Don't let the pasty white person inside. They said they were not human. Let the pasty white person inside. They're human. I mean, guys, I'm getting kind of mixed messages here, but also, I am the pasty white person. So maybe I will let them in. You know? How would I deny myself? But also, I think I'm going to bed at like 5 p.m. If that. I mean, I just woke up. Alright. So you don't use the radio. Just look out the windows. In the distance, you spy the house of your neighbor who's currently visiting you. Light blazes through the windows, and it seems like his family's waiting for him to come back home. I mean, he would have to go at night, correct? Because if he goes out during the day, he'll burst into flame or something. You see a few teenagers hanging out in the yard. They're sitting around without a care in the world, chatting about something. They pay you no mind. I don't know where I am in this game, but like something about teenagers sitting in the dark in a cornfield outside my house feels very ominous. Go outside during the day, it's safe. Oi, get off my lawn. There's a deathly silence outside, except for that knocking. There's no one there. Even the drunks have decided not to go out. Are they afraid of something? Yeah, well, you keep mentioning that, you know, crazy stalker person outside. They're probably afraid of that guy. What? I cannot tell the age or I can't tell anything about this person. This could be an adult man, or it could be a little girl who just has a man face. But, like, whoever it is, they don't look good. I think it's supposed to be a little kid, but fugly child. Yeah, I agree. I think that's correct. Hi. Is my daddy here? Can you get him for me? I was okay before, but I'm really scared now. There are lots of strange people out here tonight. Tell me something about your dad. I know a lot about him. He's my daddy, after all. I know that he likes to drink a little beer before he goes out. Jesus Christ, lady. This girl is horrid. I mean, I know it's not her fault that this is how her face and her teeth look, but Jesus Christ. Old man child. Yeah, this is like in old games, like PS2 games, where like they didn't know how to render a child's face, so they just end up looking like weird, tiny adults. They look like the girl from The Ring. Don't let him in. I feel like I would let the girl in from The Ring more than this girl. At least you can't see the Ring girl's face. When he does go out, he always leaves me yummy lunch and dinner and juice. But today I tried some of that beer stuff. Blech, it was so gross. Why would anyone drink that when they could just have juice? Oh, please don't tell him I did that. How did you get here in one piece? Are you afraid of visitors? I guess I'll ask the visitors question, because theoretically maybe she just didn't run into any visitors. I don't know. Everyone's afraid of them, so maybe I should be too. I've never seen one before. Are they scary? Do they hit you hard? If so, maybe my friend from school's a visitor. He punches me all the time. Daddy told me to be careful, so I was super careful. I tiptoed over here real quiet. No one saw me. What's up, Tiago? Welcome in. So, the assumption is that the dude who was in here earlier is her dad. So, if I offer to get him and it's not actually her dad, then he can be like, yo, that's not my kid, and it'll be fine. Theoretically. Punt her off your porch. I mean, the option is have a good day or I'll get your dad, but I thought his child was at home with his friend and wife. Well, that's what he said. And then she said she came over here because she's scared and wanted to bring him back. And he is still in the house because it said that his family was waiting for him. I'll get her dad. I don't like that you smiled like that after I said I'd get your dad, but I want to go home. It's scary out here. We're gonna play a new game Daddy made up for me. You have to roll dice. And then you move stuff around like the armchair or the couch. You have to build a big pile near the door to win. I'll show you how to play another time. Jesus, man. You came out of nowhere. Bye. Alright. That seemed to go okay. Yeah. Anything change? Nah. Same teenagers. Speed Blitz. Jeez, that's a jump scare. A little bit. He was just all of a sudden he was there. Okay, so it looks like nothing changes when you go see people. Alright, let's see what we got now. Brother, you are mad tall. I don't know, the funny thing is, this guy probably has, like, proportions similar to me, because I'm very tall. But, like, the voice I feel like I should give him is like, "Can I come in?" Hey, yo, Benry in chat, how goes not being human? I think I'm doing okay so far. I don't think anybody's died. How are you doing, Roxas? Welcome in. I was taking shelter at a bar down the road, but they kicked me out, just like that. Why? I guess not everyone there found my personality particularly palatable. But I don't mean anyone any harm. Don't worry. Life is shitty sometimes, you know. So what do you say, my good man? Can I come in? Gonna be honest, I don't know enough about this guy to know anything. I mean, they kicked him out, and they know that there's crazy shit going on. So he must have done something enough that they were willing to throw him out to his death. Yo, what up, Tomb? Welcome in. You're not a visitor, are you? Do I look like one of those monsters? No, I'm not a visitor, and you're never going to get a straight fucking answer asking that directly anyway. Gonna be honest, dude, I don't know if you're a visitor because I don't know what they look like. I haven't been able to know. I haven't seen anything about them yet. I guess things here won't be any different from the bar. Why did they kick you out of your previous shelter? I considered saying something rude just now, but thought better of it. I told you already, someone there didn't like me. God knows who it was. Now that I think about it, maybe it's a good thing they tossed me out. They could have eaten me alive back there and no one would have fucking noticed. I don't know, man. I mean, maybe the voice that I gave him is skewing me towards not letting him in because I find him creepy, but that also might be something I've done to this guy. I mean, he could have gotten kicked out of the bar because he didn't pay his tab. Yeah, I guess that's true. Well, I feel like if we're in, like, the apocalypse or there's, like, murderers around, I wouldn't throw somebody to the wolves because they couldn't pay their bar tab, you know? Can't see his face, so I don't trust it. Me either. Greed persists, I'd imagine. Yeah, maybe. I mean, the other guy said I should keep people around for some reason, right? But I don't think this is the guy. I don't think we should let him in. Good, just lurking and getting excited for Duet Night Abyss, because it has some of the VAs of Lizelle, Stroll, and Rhine/Juna Voss as our male/female protags in Duet Night Abyss. Cool. Well, enjoy the lurk, and enjoy the excitement. Alright, we're not letting this guy in. Also, because he's got this, like, coke thumbnail there, and I don't want a coke user in my house. You should leave. Understood. I understand your reasoning, but it still pisses me off. You're just as cowardly as everyone else in this town. Sleep well, my good man. And fuck you. Alright. What the hell's going on with you?
Hello. Sorry to bother you so late. It was just so hot out today, and the TV said we shouldn't go out in the sun, so could you maybe, find some space for me?
I'd hate to have that haircut. Well, you don't like the little lad who loves berries and cream? How'd you end up here?
It's not like I wanted to come out here. The asphalt may be melting into goo under our feet, but it could be worse. It's just, well, you're gonna laugh. Visitors came to my house. Can you believe it? They chased me out of my own home. So now I'm just trying to find a place to hide from the sun.
Dog, it is the middle of the night. What are you talking about? What will you do now? What do you think will happen? How did she survive? Exactly. I'm like... I don't know.
I don't know. Will I survive? Who will help me? How much time do I have to look for help? I have no idea what's gonna happen. Like, I couldn't even guess. Doesn't all of this scare you? It terrifies me.
I'm not gonna want to let anybody into my house, am I? Like, this feels... It feels like they're all gonna be creepy in some way, right? Square up with them and see if they're worthy of entering your home. That's right. I'll come outside. We'll box a little bit. Whoever wins gets the house. She said visitors, meaning multiple, so how would she have survived? Well, and also if she got chased out in the middle of the day... Well... Okay, I think I see. She's saying she got chased out in the middle of the night by the visitors, and now she's trying to find somewhere to hide during the day. I don't know. I mean... I don't know enough about the visitors to know if somebody could reliably escape 2 visitors by running, you know? But also, well, they said you have to let them in, right? They can't break into your house. Otherwise, why would it matter? Right? Okay. There's too many inconsistencies with her. I don't know. I'm gonna turn her away just because we don't have enough information on the visitors and how they work. But theoretically, the visitors can't just break into your house, otherwise they would. It wouldn't matter if you turn them away or let them in, right?
Okay, I get it. Thanks for hearing me out anyway. Okay. Clearly I should go then. Bye? Yeah, bye.
Alright. Jesus Christ, how many people are coming to my house? Do I live, like, in the center of the city or some shit? I'm just gonna check the windows and make sure everything's still the same. Alright. They should have gone home, right? The dad and his daughter? Yeah, bro, you got the ideal land. Yeah, the ideal land in the middle of, like, a cornfield and then also across from, like, a giant brutalist tenement building.
Hello. The heat doesn't bother me. I'm just looking for a quiet place to rest. Might I find some peace in your home?
Who are you?
It doesn't matter anymore. Are you wondering if I'm a visitor? I'm not, but I do have a request. I'll ask you later. I'm not sure I can trust you with it yet.
The heat doesn't bother you, or take off your jacket? I mean, here's the thing. Take off your jacket seems really aggressive, but if visitors look weird, then maybe that would help me determine if she is. Because, I mean, the heat doesn't bother you is a weird thing to say too, though, right? Since it's like apocalypse heat. The cold doesn't bother me anyway, opposite of Elsa. Take off your jacket.
No. You don't have to let me in. I'll leave. I won't beg. I won't bother you any longer.
This person seems more normal than the rest, and weirdly, it kind of makes me feel like I can trust them because they were like, I can't trust you yet, so I'll save my request for later. Come in.
Thank you. Ceiling is a bit low, but it's fine.
Looks like no one else is coming tonight. Alright, well, I guess it's time to see if we made a mistake. Should I save? Should I use my kombucha? I don't know at what point you're supposed to feel like saving is a good idea or not. It's one of those perpetually cold people who constantly bring up that they're cold. That used to be me, man. Back before I weighed like a normal amount. I used to be freezing all the fucking time. It was miserable. Alright, well, let's go to sleep and see what happens. God, this guy. Good afternoon. Here's the news. The sun's activity rises steadily as crime levels also reach a new high. According to recent data, the number of murders over the last few nights has surpassed average figures. Experts suspect this is related to society's ever-growing anxieties surrounding the visitors. And now, over to... Just a moment. Our studio has just received an urgent transmission regarding contact with a phenomenon we are calling the Visitors. Eyewitness accounts describe them as creatures that can imitate the appearance and behavior of humans. Avoid contact at all costs. In one case, a visitor was able to be identified with one telltale sign: perfect white teeth. Our early reports seem to back this up. Okay, so people who have been to the dentist are murderers, I guess. He looks just like you. Nah, man, this looks like Javier Bardem in No Country for Old Men. Sources say they encountered an unhoused person with perfect white teeth who later turned out to be a visitor. The news fellow. I look a little bit more like him, but I think there's some key differences. Dude's got Steve Buscemi's eyes. That's all for now. Stay calm and don't leave the house during the day. Up next, more weather updates, but first, a message from our sponsors. Buying groceries used to mean trudging down to the store. Oh, it's the commercial. But with Forest, you can get everything you need just by picking up the phone. Just call 466-46, and your groceries will be at your door within one day. Forest, delicious relaxation right at home. Alright. So I'm assuming at some point I will have to get myself food. And now for our new program, Yes, I'm a Human. It's simple, you send in your photos and we'll check what you really are. Sponsored by Jet2 Holiday. Just send your photos to us by email to yesiam@humanverification.agency and we'll handle the rest. Is that like a real thing you can do? Like, can you send a picture of yourself? But please don't send anything other than eyes, teeth, and fingernails. We will not accept anything else. Real email, by the way. Interesting. Okay. So I can't look outside, right? Yeah. I'll, give you some space. Cucumber Day. Here's the beer. Okay, so I can drink the beer. That's all I can do. Alright, so I'm assuming my options are talk to that person I let in and then call somebody on the phone. So I could call for groceries, but I don't know if that's something I actually have to do. Or I can call the neighbor and see if he knows if there's anything up. But to start with, let's talk to you.
If only there was little warmth.
I need to test you. I mean, I guess I probably should, right? Need to test you.
What do you want to check?
Teeth.
Teeth? Sure, take a look.
I mean, those look pretty perfect white teeth, if I'm being honest. There's like, I don't know. We might have to. Those teeth look pretty pearly.
I bite my lips until they bleed sometimes, just to feel the warmth of my own blood. A reminder that I'm still alive.
Pull out the gun. I didn't know I had a gun.
Perhaps soon I won't need to remember.
If I hear them out, then do I get to shoot them after if I decide I don't like what they say? Or is this a one and done sort of deal? And furthermore, if I shoot this person, is that like the end of my gun? Or is the gun something I have... Oh, I don't know enough about this situation. Alright, I'll hear you out. That is not what I... Okay.
Thank you for trusting me. I hope I can be of some use to you. Something's gnawing at me, but I can't share what yet.
If only there was a little warmth. Okay. So I can choose to kill them afterwards. You're keeping the jacket on?
Yes, there's one thought that frightens me. What happens if I take it off? I can't get warm, even in the heat. If I remove the jacket, will I die from the cold? Or worse, remain alive and feel even colder?
So you don't shower?
I'm not going to answer that question. Sorry.
Oh, yes. What? Ah, alright. Well, what do you guys think? Should I use the gun to shoot them, or... They are stinky. If I call... This doesn't look like it's gonna take energy. Beat them over the head. Hey, neighbor. Good to hear from you. So, you let a couple people in yet? If not, then you should really start thinking about it. Got any questions? Yeah, why am I taking people in? How many signs does it take to tell if someone's a visitor? Oh, if only I knew. Nobody really knows how many signs it takes to be sure. I'd say it's probably best to not jump to conclusions, though. Maybe they just went to the dentist before everything went to hell. It's true, that could just be a person with good teeth. Got any questions? You taking people in too? Yeah, I have to. My daughter really doesn't like it, but what can I do? There's no other way. She keeps begging me to take her outside just to get away from all the strangers in the house. But daytime's not an option, so we go for walks at night. Dangerous, I know, but what else can I do? But why do we have to take people in? I don't understand it. I got lucky, stocked up ahead of time. If I remember right, you did too. But if you want something special, there's that food delivery service for rest. Don't know their number, but you'll catch it on the TV or the radio ads. Okay. Let's order some food, I guess. Hello, you've reached Forest Food Delivery. Would you like to place an order? 2 cans of Energica, please. 1 can of coffee. Let's get the 2 cans of the energy drink, I guess. Thank you. Your order's been accepted. Please expect your delivery tomorrow night. Alright. This game feels very like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Alright. Test you, check the teeth. I mean, I don't really have any other thing. It's really weird that they won't take off their jacket and they're perpetually freezing, right? I mean, they say it's the hottest summer we've had. Do it.
You know...
Oh. Yes! It was right! Ooh, that son of a bitch. They tried to get me. Well, that's, oh, that's graphic. Is it? I mean, it's literally censored. I was actually going to see if I could turn off the censorship, because I find that weird. But, it's a very strong gun, it would seem. Alright, so we did accidentally let in a visitor. Not great, but we did manage to kill it, so that's cool. And I guess now we go to bed. Have a good night's sleep. Okay, I can't check. Alright. Let's see what we got now. Hi, for rest delivery here. Didn't think deliveries were still running. You know, I didn't expect people to skip stocking up before the end of the world. Apocalypse or not, guess folks still gotta eat lunch. Deliveries might pay pretty well right now, but the risk is huge no matter how you slice it. But this damn sun, they moved us to night shifts because of it. Now people order 20 liters of water at a time. Wish we got hazard pay or tips for lugging that heavy stuff around. Anyway, sorry, I got sidetracked. Ready to accept this delivery? I guess. Here you go. Energeca. Have a good day. Oh, I mean night. Still not used to that. Alright. Yeah, it is a bummer that we murdered them on the couch, because it appears to be our only one. You see your neighbor and his daughter through the window. They're playing happily, trying to forget about the ongoing horrors, if only for a moment. Wow, that feels very, very relevant to today. The bodies of the teenagers are lying on the ground. Someone killed them. It appears to have happened recently. The blood still hasn't dried. Alright, so it's good to know there is something going on. I don't like that guy being there. That feels not good. A man as pale as death itself is standing on the footpath. There are strange folds in his skin. It's as though his flesh is the wrong size for his body. It's the pasty white visitor guy. Yeah, he doesn't seem great. You can't see his eyes from here, but you can feel his gaze boring into you. You suddenly feel a sense of deep fear and pray that the terrifying visitor passes by your house. Yeah, that's fair. Alright, what? Amogus? What the fuck? Does he have a scar on his neck? Like he has his head removed? He kind of looks like Steve-O a little bit.
Yo! You been seeing all the shit going on? Fucking crazy! You holding up okay in there, bro?
What do you want?
Nothing really. I'm just curious, you know? But hey, I've got a dope-ass way for you to rake in some easy cash. Wanna hear it?
Well, his teeth are fucked up, so that's one sign down.
Since everyone else is busy being pussies about the sun, you can make fat stacks without lifting a finger. All these chumps are shitting their pants when they should be honing their grind set.
Alright, let's hear it. No way he isn't human. Honestly, the fact that he's like the fucking Sigma male grind set type of dude, that means he probably is human, because what monster would be that annoying?
Dying ain't part of the plan, bro. You gotta hustle while you have the opportunity. Fuck the sun. Time to rise and grind, you feel me?
I mean... Here's the thing. This guy annoys the shit out of me. I wouldn't let him into my house even if I knew he was human. But I don't know why I'm trying to collect people in general. Like, what is the point? Why should I try to get people in my house? If I knew the answer to that, I could make these decisions so much easier. Don't let him in either way. Yeah, I mean, it's fair. Alright, I'll let him in.
Fuck yeah, my dude. That's what I'm talking about. Finally, someone with half a brain.
Okay. I wish I knew the other signs. I know they said fingernails, teeth, and what was the other one? It's like hair or something. Yo, what the fuck? Pasty white? This guy doesn't look pasty white to me. He just looks not good in his face. What is he holding? Is this like binoculars? Why are you so against pasty white people? Know the other sign of a visitor? So the visitors can't be like black, or this since he starts with hey hey, I just think of like Fat Albert.
Hey, hey, you on the other side of the door. I can hear your footsteps. Mind if I crash here for the night?
What's with your face?
What's wrong with it? Looks fine to me. Oh, you mean why am I smiling? Yeah, I haven't seen anyone smile in a while either. Fear's made people forget what joy even feels like. Despair blinds us to what little good is still left in the world.
This guy's voice hurts. What's there to be happy about?
There's plenty of reasons, but I can't tell you what should make you happy. What did you used to love doing before all this happened? Try to remember what brought you joy. We can't allow ourselves to wallow in despair, now more than ever.
I don't like this guy's face. He creeps me out. Also, why is he wearing clothes that, like, don't fit right? You should leave.
That's fine, but maybe there's something I can offer you. Is there something you want? I've got FEMA notice. Does that interest you?
FEMA notice. Basing a book off its cover. Listen, that's what this game is, man. I turned away everybody that I thought looked creepy, and then I got the one person I thought seemed okay, and then they were a murderer. FEMA is the Federal Emergency something association. They're the ones who, like, help out after a natural disaster like Hurricane Katrina and stuff. They bring, like, food and water and all that. I don't take bribes.
Don't bury yourself in your grief. If you focus on it too much, it'll start eating you alive. And from there, well, things can get real dark real fast. Take care of yourself, alright?
Alright. Yo, what the fuck is that child? Federal Emergency Management Agency, that's right. Thank you, Vulcan. You let the crackhead in, but not the positive guy. I mean, here's the thing. I feel like it is a very human response to have that Sigma male grind set asshole still be like, bro, this is the perfect time to hustle. But if I were in the apocalypse and somebody was like, every day is beautiful, I love it here, I'd be like, something's wrong with you. I don't know why this guy gives me like Scottish vibes. But I can't do a Scottish accent really. Enough. Stop fidgeting and stand still. Hello, could you please help us? What happened? I'm exhausted. I just want a place to sleep. I had 5 kids. Now this is the only one left. Is this supposed to be a woman? These look like mutton chops, right? Unless it's just like a gay dude. And that's why it's a husband. I don't know. I cannot tell what anybody's supposed to be in this game. Everybody looks like they have their face swapped. My husband disappeared too. I don't know if he's dead or if he abandoned us, but now I just want to lie down and pass out for a few days. Where did your other kids go? I don't know. Maybe their father took them. I want to go to his house, but I just don't have the strength anymore. Sure, we fought a lot, but it's hard not to when you live with someone who acts like a complete asshole. Forget him. Look, the most important thing to me now is finding my kids. The thing is, if this is a visitor, and the little one is also a visitor, I don't know that my gun will stand up to both of them, plus the guy from earlier. Gonna play dispatch? I don't know what that is. Fuck. Alright. Come on in. I don't know why I can't test them now. Be like, hey, show me your teeth first. Finally, a moment of rest. Come on, get a move on. Pick your spot. We'll be out of here by tomorrow, I promise. Cool new game that came out the 22nd. Damn, there's always cool new games coming out. It's too much. I can't afford all this shit. What do you do in the game? What's it like? Alright, let's go to bed, see if I wake up in the morning. Good afternoon. Here's the news. The anomalous heat is continuing to rise and the invasion of the visitors has shown no sign of slowing. As such, the government has founded a new organization to address the emerging situation. The Federal Emergency Management Agency, abbreviated as FEMA. FEMA employees can be identified by their yellow hazmat suits and gas masks. Merely days since their founding, the agency has already discovered a new way to identify visitors: dirt under the fingernails. Specialists say that this sign helps identify visitors who have crawled out from under the ground. Okay, so they're like subterranean. Pretty sure there's a demo. Okay. I can check it out later then. That's all for now. Stay calm and don't leave the house during the day. Next up, a crisis report regarding a pale maniac. But first, some ads. Turmoil, terror, and suffering, and all because of the visitors. But in our hour of need, just as our cries were about to be left unanswered, FEMA has come to our aid. These brave heroes from the Federal Emergency Management Agency are protecting us from the visitor invasion. So far, the agency has identified over 27,000 dangerous anomalies. Remember, you can help the agency by informing them about any suspicious activity around you. To do so, just hand suspects a notice slip to have them visit FEMA. And if you ever start to wonder whether you might be a visitor, Call our hotline on 000-451. Help us help you. Support FEMA and join the fight against the visitors. If I think I'm a visitor, why would I turn myself in if I thought I was? If your eyes become red, your teeth white, has dirt appeared under your nails. An evil spirit has entered you, you're a visitor. Wait, so it's just like it puts the dirt under your nails? It's not because you've dug yourself out? Don't let this blight take over your body. Call our experts immediately on 777-460. They'll cast out the evil spirit, cleanse your body of the pernicious aura, and provide you with enhanced protection. So this is like the crazy crackpot version of the FEMA people. You call that hotline if you want like a religious blessing. It puts the lotion on its skin. That is kind of the vibe of this game. Family Day. What's up, Evelyn? Welcome in. Alright, let's see. Psychics. Well, it doesn't call it, or it doesn't cost anything to call, right? I love cults. I find cults interesting to learn about. I wouldn't say I love them. Hello, please hold while we connect you with an available visitor removal specialist. Hello, who are you? What do you mean? I see, you avoided my question. It seems the visitor spirit has already begun to take root inside you. Now listen carefully, you don't have much time. Tell me, do you ever leave a slice of bread out in the kitchen? No, why would I? Oh, that explains a lot. You're not on good terms with your house spirit. That's why the visitor spirit came, but no worries, we can work with this. Do you have a personal computer at home? No. Okay, so Alt F4 is off the table. Tell me, do you consume mushrooms? Only kombucha, occasionally. Oh no. You must stop immediately. Kombucha's a known and ancient evil. That is true. Kombucha sucks. It allows strands of mycelium to grow inside you, letting the spirits control you like a puppet. You can't imagine what it'll do if it gets to your memories. They might be erased completely or replayed over and over, changing your choices each time. Worst part, you won't even realize you're being controlled. Alright then, one last question. Has there been any blood spilled in your home? I mean, there has now. Ah, that explains it. It's not a visitor spirit, it's a spectral spirit, a dead person's soul. And unfortunately, specters aren't exactly my area of expertise. You'll need an exorcist for that. They'll help you. I'm afraid there's nothing more I can do. Goodbye. Your visitor removal session is now complete. Thank you for using our services. A consultation fee? Ah. If you watch the ad carefully, the fine print did state that the initial call has a small consultation charge. Go fuck yourselves. Alright. Yeah, the couch did get ruined, and I think it's my only couch, too. Well. Maybe I should wait to call FEMA. Maybe I should wait to call FEMA until I've tested the people who are in my house currently, right? Because then I could, You already have a delivery logged in our system. Due to unexpected demand, we've been forced to temporarily limit the orders that can be placed per day. What? But I already got my order. Alright. I guess I should check out the people who are in my house currently, and if they seem suspicious, then I can call FEMA. Let's check in with our neighbor. Hey, neighbor. You saw what happened out there? Those teenagers got killed. I thought the streets weren't that dangerous. Guess I was wrong. My daughter talked me into going out to play again. Didn't seem too bad, till I saw the bodies. That's the last time I risk her life like that. God, I'll never forgive myself if something happens to her. She's my whole world. Be careful. Hang up. Is your daughter okay? I don't know. With all those weeds, I was hoping she didn't notice. But back at home, she said she saw a face in the grass. I'm trying to convince her it was her imagination, but she's not really biting. Who killed them? It was that pale, tall thing. I thought it only killed people who stayed inside. I thought I had it under control. Figured if I ever saw that silhouette, we'd head straight back home. But I didn't think about what else she might see. Be careful. Thanks. You take care, too. Alright, we'll save the FEMA call for now. Give the pale man a hug. That was a campaign I tried to start in high school, but it was just about me. Alright, we got the body out, and you know what? Couch actually looks pretty good. Somehow we removed the stain. Or, I mean, this couch looks very much like a couch a grandma would have. So it probably has the, like, plastic thing on it, you know? It's quite sad. Yeah, well, you know, we don't all get to choose our destinies. Jesus Christ, dog. Pure chemicals, but why not drink it if you need to stay up? Okay, so basically, if I need the energy to talk to more people than I have, this can give me what I need. Sucked up the mess with a silly straw, so it's all gone. Dude, that would take so fucking long with a silly straw. Be too thick. I'll give you a hug. Aw, thanks. Self-cleaning couch.
Sup?
What did you do before the cataclysm?
Oh, I'm glad you asked, bro. You ever heard of sports betting, huh?
Sure I have.
It's how I made my living, bro. Placing legit bets is for chumps and bitches, bro. For real, for real. There's always ways to cheat the bookies. You just bet on the tip and then kick back till the dough comes rolling into daddy. No money, no problem. Just borrow it from some other fucknut.
So how much did you make?
How do I put this? I made 30 fucking mil. In debts, sure, but debts got nothing on me. And I definitely don't give a shit about them now. I look danger straight in the eyes, bro.
Well, this guy sucks, but if he is genuinely like a crazy thrill seeker, then maybe I can send him to deal with the monsters. Test him. Yeah, I was planning on it. His hand looks a little fucky there, but...
What do you want to check?
Alright, so his teeth suck. We could see that. So I'm thinking we test his hands. Assuming that his profile picture is accurate. Anyway. Testicle him. Testicle. No!
The fuck, bro? I'm just a regular guy. I don't do no crap with my nails, man, see?
Yeah, they look clean.
Don't get me wrong. I wash them, bro. I just didn't have time to do it today. They're clean, mostly.
That didn't look like he had dirt under his nails. Right? He looked fine. Like, I'm not crazy, right? That was fine. You get to shoot him anyways. I'll leave him alone, and we'll see what the other people have going on. Oh, right, they're not in there. In here. God, that is just the ugliest child I've ever seen. I mean, Jesus.
It's stuffy in here.
You okay? How's the kid? Worse than the neighbor's kid? Oh yeah, for real. She looks like a creature in like the original trilogy of Star Wars when they were all used like prosthetics instead of CGI. Like she looks like one of the Ugnaughts, those little dudes who like who were taking apart C-3PO and R2-D2. I mean, I guess it's a little better if it's a boy, but still... My God. Alright.
Oh, he's tired, like me. He's shy around new people too, so he's being extra clingy. Kids struggle to handle stuff like this. They might not complain, but you can see it written on their faces. Sometimes I feel like it's my fault for dragging them into all of this, but it's too late to change any of that now.
Yeah, I hope she's a visitor so you can get rid of that kid. I mean... Yeah, that kid is horrid.
Fine, go ahead, test me. I've nothing to hide.
Show me your teeth.
Please.
Those are pretty clean teeth.
You know, I never used to care about them much. I just didn't have the time. But now I regret that.
But your teeth are super straight and nice. What are you talking about? These responses don't match up. That guy had perfectly clean nails and he's like, I swear, bro, I usually wash my hands. They're not that dirty. And then this person, they're like, oh, my teeth, I should have taken better care of them, but they're perfect.
Alright. My gums have been bleeding when I brushed my teeth. Started last week. And look, they're still yellow. How could I not smoke with kids like these?
Sorry, dog. Finally, peace and quiet. No one's gone to badger me anymore. And I guess because the only reason I knew the other person was a visitor was because of the achievement. Now I'm not going to know if that was a visitor. Interesting. What happened to the child? That is a good question. Where the fuck did that kid go? I guess the kid just evaporated into thin air when I killed his mom. Alright, let's call FEMA. Just see what happens. Hello, this is Federal Emergency Management Agency Medical Division. We are now able to provide consultation services regarding official visitor screening procedures. Please state your question. What should I know about the teeth sign? For accurate testing, we recommend avoiding tobacco products. Smoking may affect the condition of the teeth. Okay. What should I know about the nail sign? Please refrain from washing your hands before examination. Water may remove surface residue, which could lead to errors and/or false results. Okay. That was not that helpful. Okay. Honestly, his hands seemed fine, so I'm gonna assume that he's fine. Alright, we've been playing for about an hour and a half. I think I should save this. And that way, if I get murdered, I will know. There's a small group of FEMA employees standing by your neighbor's house. You wonder what they're talking about. Maybe they're taking soil samples or looking for somewhere to set up a base. The charred husks of the teenagers' bodies are lying on the ground. Looks like they've been there all day. 2 FEMA employees are standing next to the bodies and writing something down. It's a good thing they showed up to take away the corpses. You hate to think what kind of diseases could spread if the decaying flesh was left to rot out there. See a group of armed soldiers through the window. Apparently it's a small squad that was sent here from the city to provide security for FEMA employees. You hear some fragments of information about a pale man with a bare torso. Maybe they went to track down that creepy visitor. Alright, who do we got tonight? Well, well, well. If it isn't the bastard himself.
Howdy.
What do you want?
Spacious house you got yourself here. I like it.
I don't need anything from you. Let him in. Bro, whose side are you on?
No, you don't. So, you alone?
No, I'm not alone.
It's your lucky day. I can hear someone whispering inside. But who knows where they'll be in a few days.
So I guess that's why we need people. Because I was going to say, why can't I just lie and say I have people in there? But I guess he can hear when people are inside. They're much better. Oh, howdy. My lovely wife and I are looking for a safe place to weather the storm. Would you mind if we crashed here for a bit? Only if it's no trouble, of course. What if you're trouble? Well, I guess we could go and look for shelter somewhere else. My old lady's exhausted, though. She needs a little rest. Can we stay for just a little while? If it's not too much to ask, I mean. Can your wife speak for herself? Why are you so tired? I mean, what hasn't been exhausting lately? The visitors, the heat, getting fired. All of it's just piled up. It's been rough. I owe my wife everything, though. Without her, I wouldn't have made it through any of this. What's keeping you going? Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have asked that. It's none of my business. Alright, come on in. Why are you just standing there? Come on, honey, the nice man's invited us in. She's just feeling a bit shy. That's alright, sweetie. We'll get you rested up and back to your normal self soon. Maybe his wife is suspicious, but that guy seemed okay. There's a real sad fact about this guy depending on if he's a visitor or not. The dude with the wife? I mean, it seems like maybe he's fine and his wife is a visitor. So we meet again. I haven't seen you before in my life, fucking peanut head.
So, we meet again. I remember things were a bit different last time we crossed paths, yet we remain alive. It's a strange thing. I don't know how to explain it. I'd like to start our conversation with a divination. Tell my fortune by choosing a page in this book. Where should I open to?
Bro, like... What the who are you? Why am I picking anything? I don't give a shit. I'll tell you if you ever test the guy, only if you want. Sure, if I test him, feel free to let me know. He's Eggman. Oh, that blasted hedgehog!
Who are you? Me? I am I. You were home. Yes, a tragic story indeed. Is this what awaits us? It's quite possible.
What does it mean?
I need to think it through carefully. Do you have any insights to offer? Anyway, I only came here to tell you something. Events will soon begin to unfold. You need to be ready. It may sound strange, but the cat must enter. I cannot yet explain how, yet I am certain it will help you. You can choose what you do with this information, of course. As for me, I think I'll go have a ponder on the deeper meaning of your divination.
Alright. The cat must enter. Okay. Yo, cool, I got 3 now. Good afternoon. Here's the news. FEMA has taken new measures to address the ongoing visitor invasion. As of now, they have organized quarantine zones to detain potentially dangerous suspects. FEMA has also identified a new visitor sign after experimenting with those detained: blood red eyes. According to reports, FEMA discovered this sign after observing detained visitors, noting the creatures have increased photosensitivity, causing their eyes to become inflamed and red. That's all for now. Stay calm and don't leave the house during the day. Next up, a report on FEMA, but first, a word from our sponsors. Once upon a time, 2 brothers lived near a dam. The daily splashing of water made the river foam like a crisp beverage on a summer day. Later in life, the image of their childhood in mind, the 2 brothers started Bober Brewery together. Since then, Bober Cherney has become one of the best-selling beers both at home and in bars. Bober Cherney beer. Drink the good stuff. Drink a lot. Now available through 4 Rest Food Delivery. Call now on 466-646. Alright. Welcome, it's time for I Want to Believe, a program where we'll uncover mysteries and government conspiracies. Today we'll be discussing the truth about visitors with a special guest, a doctor of science and respected employee of... Wait, what? He's not coming? How did they steal all of his documents? There was mountains of information in there. Damn it. I knew we wouldn't be allowed to reveal the truth. Dude, that's like every conspiracy theory podcast ever. It's always like, next time, the big reveal, the final piece of the puzzle. And then they're like, what? We got a gag order. Oh no, now we can't reveal it. Crazy. Like, yeah, fucking right. There was no information to begin with. Eyes red. Eyes red. Knees weak. Mom spaghetti. Conjunctivitis Awareness Day. Oh, that's bad timing. Going full Alex Jones. Making the frogs gay. Making the frogs gay. Losing a lawsuit. Having to pay out trillions of dollars. Hey, neighbor. Thanks for calling. Honestly, I'm still shaken up by all this. The murders, the soldiers, FEMA. They even showed up at my door last night. Asked about the people staying here, scribbled something on a tablet, and then... one of them took someone out of my house. Where did they take them? Hell if I know. They said it was for tests. I thought all these soldiers and government officials would fix things. Should have known better than to think they'd help us or get us to a safe place. Yeah, you really should have. I don't trust the government to do that shit. Where'd they take your tenant? Okay. What is FEMA? I don't know. Nobody really knows much about them. They came out of nowhere, acting like they got everything under control. But how do they even spot the signs when they're all just normal human traits? Feels like they're not telling us the whole truth. Good thing they didn't take your daughter. No way in hell I'm ever letting that happen. Over my dead body. If those bastards so much as lay a finger on her, I'll tear them apart. Take care. Thanks. Never thought we'd end up living through interesting times. The sun, the visitors, and now FEMA. So many questions and not a single damn answer. Neighbor, I need to ask something of you. If something happens to me, promise me you'll look after my daughter. I promise. Thank you, neighbor. I knew I could count on you. Alright, I gotta go. Stay strong. Frogs have always been gay. Gay people do seem to love frogs. All of my friends who are in the LGBT space, by and large, they all love frogs. For some reason. It's wild. Okay. Maybe now I can get some more food. Still can't get more food, eh? Maybe because I haven't used the other stuff yet. Alright, I need to check myself before I wreck myself. Oh, what? Screw this. Why should I have to check myself? What if I am one? Then what? They're just gonna kill me? Why would I turn myself in? Alright. Oh, come on, baby, don't pout. Why were you guys out on the street? Oh, we were on our way to visit my darling wife's mother. Realized just in time that we weren't going to make it on our own and, well, stumbled upon your place. Thanks again for letting us stay, by the way. I need to test you. Oh, yeah, of course. Just please don't trouble my darling wife. She's exhausted. Let's go for the eyes, I guess. Sure, show me yours and I'll show you mine. Sorry, I'm a little nervous, but who wouldn't be? Being tested is terrifying, even when you got nothing to hide.
His name is John C.
Sup, Ludaswallow? Welcome in. It's been a minute. Genuinely, I was like, what the fuck is happening? Cause like right when the thing popped up is when you did the sound. This guy looks trustworthy. Yeah, he seems alright. Alright, fine. I'm very nervous. But what do you expect when you're putting not just me, but my precious pumpkin in danger? Alright. Does this mean he's human? Well, that's the question. Can the visitors have only one symptom? Or do they have all three? Right? Like, if you're a visitor, do you have all of them, or is it just the one? I was great with my timing for sure. Absolutely. Sounds more Southern Ben. My notion that there might be a hidden Southern accent to Ben still stands. It's just because when I do my Southern cowboy accent, I just lower my voice more where Ben's is. Alright. Let's try teeth. To protect the ones you love, sometimes you gotta sink your teeth into life. Alright, his teeth are fucked up. He's fine. You understand how tough things are out there. My teeth aren't perfect, but it is what it is. They tease me about them in school, too. And where are those bullies now? Probably rotting in some alley, beaten to death by the same kind of monsters they once were. What about hands? Yeah, I don't know. It feels weird to waste all my energy on just testing him, but I guess I've tested this guy already, and he hasn't killed me in my sleep, so I guess he must be fine. I could test myself. It feels like testing myself doesn't have a purpose, but why would they put it in the game for no reason, right? Okay, this is basically like it's the gruffness too. Yeah, there's definitely a component of that as well. Okay, hands. Yep, a doodle. My wife and I keep clean, don't we, honey? So, no dirt under the nails, but his knuckles are bruised and bloody, so he must be beating his wife pretty severely, huh? Damn, if you can't trust a person in a plaid shirt, who can you trust? Yeah, for real. The fact is that you can tell the wife guy is a visitor or not by the bruises on his hands. If he's human, he beats his wife and has knuckle bruises, and if he's a visitor, he doesn't. Oh, all of these people, it's like randomized. They can be visitors or they can be human? That's interesting. So these are like dealing with aliens from Captain Marvel, which they did with that Disney Plus series. Yeah, I mean, basically, you're talking about the Skrull from the Secret Invasion, which in the comics was actually a pretty cool event. But yeah, no, it's very similar to that. Honestly, even in times like these, it's mighty weird not to take care of yourself. If I get sick, who will keep my honey buns safe? Nobody. Maybe that's why the visitors are what they are. They don't get sick like us. And what? That's not gonna help me. Won't help you either, my good fine fella, so what's with the gun? Shoot them? No, I just want to shoot him and free her. Well now, this is an ethical dilemma. Is it better to kill them both and have her be out of his clutches, or is it better to let them go and then she just has to deal with it? That's... Does this include any jump scares? Because a guy told me to analyze this game. It hasn't really had any jump scares yet. When you shoot somebody is a little jarring, but it's not too bad. I do think you'd have a good time analyzing this game. There's kind of a lot to dive into as far as kind of human nature and trusting people with not very much information and stuff like that. But like this guy is clearly overcompensating with his wife because he's beating her, so he's trying to look like this loving, doting husband, right? Is it kind of a version of Papers, Please? It's pretty similar, yeah. Ah, fuck. I don't know what to do. I mean, my only options are to keep them alive and he's going to keep beating her, or I can kill them both. But, like, she doesn't deserve to die. But would it be better for her to die rather than live by being abused all the time? Fuck. But what makes it psychological horror? I mean, there's a creepy aspect to it, but I guess a lot of the horror comes from, like, you're inviting potentially monsters into your house who might kill you and eat you or whatever. But just in general, like, the vibes are pretty creepy. Like, it reminds me a lot of, like, Courage the Cowardly Dog, where stuff just feels off, you know? I don't know. There hasn't been anything that I feel like is super scary yet. But, yeah. I would honestly say it's not really a... I don't know. I guess it's psychological horror because there's a lot of psychology within the horror. My friend is making me play Silent Hill. Oh, I mean, if you can play Silent Hill, then this should be fine. Put up a no wife beating sign. I don't want to shoot the wife, but I can't let this guy go. Easy there, big fella. You wouldn't really shoot a poor, defenseless woman. Fucking bagged him up. Misidentify a visitor? I did not misidentify a visitor. I knew that guy was not a visitor. But I knew he was a bastard and he deserved to die. I like that this dude is still just sitting at the table, like, totally unbothered. Damn. Wait, that means the person I shot earlier was also a visitor. Because I didn't get the achievement then. The one with the kid. Alright, I'm doing alright so far. You sure there aren't any debt collectors after you?
Debt collectors? Fuck you mean debt collectors? Look, debts are fucking canceled, bro. The sun took care of that shit. The banks aren't exactly doing shit. Probably never will again. Which means I'm free as a fucking bird. But the grind never ends, boys. Betting is so cooked. I gotta think up something new, something better.
Seriously, you're gonna find a new hustle? Pretty sure dead visitors turn to the blurred body and humans turn to bags. If it's a bin bag, it's a dead human. Oh, okay. That's good to know that there is a way to identify.
I came up with a cracked way to make bank a little while ago. Wanna hear it?
Not really, but okay.
Look, FEMA's clearly calling the shots now, aight? We need to, like, kiss a little ass, you know? I'm thinking if we hand chumps over to them on the regular, they might even let us into one of their tight-ass bunkers. You feel me?
You think FEMA will save you?
Damn, bro. The winds of change ain't blowing your crusty Anyway, we gotta figure out who's in charge and stick with them. It's a winning strat, bro, you feel me? So we gotta get in good with FEMA, tongue the ring a little. Don't need to fucking kiss them, just hand people over. Give them what they want. Yeah, we can call the hotline and chat shit about signs and fucking whatever, so they know we ain't sus, bro. They're the good guys, for real, for real.
Wow, this feels, Let me put it this way. I think if this guy were going to a party in the real world in this day and age, he would want to bring ice. You want in with them so badly, get the fuck out of my house then? Well, this is interesting too. I don't like this guy. I don't want him in my house. He is an asshole. However, he's the only one in here. If I kick him out tonight and the pale guy comes, I'm gonna die. Right? Maybe you're right. Let the pale man inside. I'm not letting the pale man inside. But I also don't want to die to the pale man, so I'll keep this guy here until I can get somebody better.
Of course I'm right. I got a sixth sense for hustling, bro. Trust, you can't lose if you stick with me.
Alright. Let me call FEMA again and just make sure there's no new stuff. You remember my favorite game, Death and Taxes? Yeah, I remember you sent me some stuff about it. What should I know about the eyes? For accurate screening, avoid coffee and or caffeine beverages. Caffeine is a known cause of both insomnia and nervousness. Okay. So basically all the stuff that I can ingest could end up proving me to be a monster. But I mean, why can I check my own signs? Like, what advantage would that give me? That is a spooky game. Yeah? I'll have to keep it in mind when I'm planning next year's spooky games. Alright, what do we got? Yo, what? Your neighbor's house, which he just painted white, is now charred blacker than black. It seems like the fire's still blazing even now. Could someone have burnt it down on purpose? What happened to your neighbor's family? Is anyone still alive? Worried thoughts swirl in your head, and you're overcome with a feeling of incomprehension and helplessness. Well... I think the moist guy's a visitor. Vote him out. Well, we'll have to give him a test at some point, but for now, he can stay. -1 neighbor. Yeah, it's a bummer. I'm glad I didn't vote out the dude. The pale, creepy man is standing on the street, smiling. He's holding someone's decapitated head in a helmet. It's the head of a soldier, his face frozen in a terrified grimace. You're not sure what scared him more, the pale visitor or his own impending death. Alright. The entire squad of soldiers that arrived just yesterday is dead. Looks like there was a massacre out there. Bodies are scattered across the whole street, and one of them is missing its head. Did that pale, creepy stranger kill them all? Can we please shoot the pasty visitor? I think if I let him in, I'm just gonna straight up die. But I would love to shoot him.
Good evening. I'm from FEMA. We're making house calls around your neighborhood, checking in with the residents.
Are you alone?
No, of course not. My squad split up into a few smaller groups so we could cover more ground. This shouldn't take much of your time.
How are you going to help us?
Our first order of business is collecting more data to send to FEMA HQ. Once we do, they'll be able to develop a suitable response procedure. Right now, you just need to stay calm.
Does FEMA have a plan of action?
Of course, but we can't action our plans without proof. So, we'll take one of the people staying here back to our laboratory. We'll have them complete a few tests so we can make sure everything's above board, then we'll send them back.
No. No, don't take my only dude. You're gonna get me killed. Do I need to pack?
Is this your house? Then no. Stay with the other residents. If you need to evacuate, we'll let you know. We'll just take one person and be on our way. Have a good night.
Fuck. The hell did I walk into? Oh, you know, just some Halloween fun. Let the glasses guy in quick. I think I'm kind of have to now, yeah. Welcome in, Hatter.
Hello there. Tell me, can I trust you?
Actually, that's kind of similar to what I did earlier for somebody.
Hello there. Tell me, can I trust you? You're not with FEMA, are you?
No, I'm not with FEMA.
Oh, good. That means I can trust you. You see, it's standard FEMA protocol that agents disclose their affiliation when asked. They're required to.
So if you say you're not with them, you must be telling the truth, Which means I can share something big with you.
Okay.
Brace yourself, my friend. The scales are about to fall from your eyes. Election rigging, proof the moon landing was fake. Government mind control through fast food. Yes, really. And finally, the truth behind those potato-flavored chips. What does that even mean? They're an abomination of science.
I mean, look, I don't like this guy, but the pale guy's right outside. He could literally be the next person who comes to the door, so I kind of have to bring this guy in. I think this was the guy who stole all the documents on the radio. That would check out. I mean, he's got a fucking wad of documents here. And you know what? He might be crazy, but kind of makes it seem like he's probably a human.
I knew I could trust you. Believe me, I've seen the truth. Forget all the lies you've been told.
Yeah, alright. Oh, God. I mean, I know it's the little girl from next door, and I said I would take care of her, but God, her face is just so bad. Her face is just so terrible.
Hi. Let me in.
Are you freaking out? That is a terrible thing to ask a child. What? What happened?
My dad, they killed my daddy.
Who did it?
Visitors came to the house. They were sitting with us. Daddy was talking to them about something, and then they killed him. Now our house is on fire.
Alright.
You'll help me? I'm scared.
Alright, I mean, I don't like her. Her face is horrible, but I promised the neighbor I would let her in. Let a visitor in, you lost? Listen, dog, I can't trust what you're saying. You're trying to get me to let in the big, pale dude. Jesus Christ. Also, you know, even if I did let in a visitor and it's her, it's probably fine, right? I can test her later.
Hi. You open or not?
Do you know the bald man?
Too many question. Yes, I know. How will help you?
Who are you? F this shit, I'm out. It's the spooky times. Blow her brains out if you let her in. Yeah, I mean, I feel like she needs to die. Her teeth look pretty good.
I dance. Ballet. You can tell?
You remind me of someone. Did someone send you here?
Don't think so. Why matter?
I don't think that you're human. Prove that you're a person.
2 arm, 2 leg, 1 head. Not enough for you? Did I pass test? You open or no?
Alright, so now the question becomes, do I trust the bald guy and his divination bullshit? Because why would that guy know that I need the cat in there specifically, right?
But this could be a red herring. You know, maybe she looks fucking freaky. And my dude is not trusting her, but that's because he is weirded out by her.
I make myself home here. Come on, kitty. Time to run and enjoy.
Alright. I gotta be honest, I don't feel great about the crop of people I've let in here tonight, but it is what it is. Could the visitors be afraid of cats? That's kind of what I was assuming. Yeah, is that they'll... Or not that they'll be afraid necessarily, but like the cats will react strongly to them. Good afternoon. You are watching the news. Due to a sharp increase in suspected visitor sightings, FEMA has announced that it is enacting new protection measures. Effective immediately, a full quarantine will be enforced across all major population areas. Travel outside your city or to nearby villages is strictly prohibited. Please stay within your designated area. In addition, FEMA has revealed a new visitor identification procedure. Hairless armpits. Alright. This one I feel like won't be all that helpful, because most women shave their armpits. It'll be helpful to tell for dudes, but women probably not. FEMA reports that the visitors have no visible hair in this area, making it a useful identification tool. The agency is asking citizens to bear with the tests and comply with escorts to quarantine zones. This sign just feels weird in general. Yeah, this one I don't feel like I'm going to use that often compared to the others, honestly. That's all for now. Stay calm and don't leave the house during the day. Next up, a report on what you can do if you spot a visitor. FEMA suggests that the visitor phenomenon may be infectious or pose a thus far undisclosed biological threat. For this reason, it's critical to report any potential visitors and isolate them immediately. If you can't hand over a visitor to a quarantine zone right away, issue them a special request to appear before FEMA. During the next collection round, an employee will take in anyone who has this paper for examination. That's all for now. This is sponsored by State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Feeling lonely? Anxious? Got no one to talk to? I'm just doing the commercials. Then the phone roulette is just what you need. Yo, they made chat roulette a real thing? Call us now on 891-533 and we'll connect you with the perfect conversation partner. Just noticed a cat picture. Yeah, I saw that too. Cats seem to be thematically important for some reason. And in Egyptian mythology, cats were like protectors. That's why they were revered so highly. Alright. Whoa. What the fuck? This cat looks very different than it looked outside. Pet the cat. Hard to tell if it likes it or not. It's not that hard. It purred and hearts flew up. Let's see what this phone roulette's about. Hello, you've reached phone roulette. We'll connect you with your perfect conversation partner shortly. Please hold. Hi, hello. Hello. I need to talk to someone. So much has happened recently. I tried reaching out to friends and people I know, but nobody answers. Then I found out about phone roulette. Maybe it's not the best place for me to be pouring my heart out, but I don't have much choice. I know it's not right to burden a stranger with my problems, but you have no idea how much just talking to someone will help me. It would make me feel so much better. Would you mind listening to me? Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think it might be easier if I tell you a little about myself. Anything in particular that you'd like to know? Where do you live? Far from home, unfortunately. That doesn't tell me anything about where you live. I was trying to escape the heat and looked for the coldest place I could find. I'm in the middle of nowhere and the cold cuts right to the bone. Nothing grows here, not even grass. It's a relatively safe place, miles from anywhere. But if there's a cold spot in the ninth circle of hell, then this place isn't so bad by comparison. It's funny, I used to hate the cold, but now it feels like a blessing. I want to believe the sun will calm down and this will all be over. But I'm losing faith in a happy ending. What happens when the sun stops burning? The visitors might never disappear. They could replace our friends and loved ones and we wouldn't even know. Why did you go alone? I didn't want to, but my best friend actually wanted to come with me, but he couldn't. He didn't have the papers to travel. And when the cataclysm hit, getting them became impossible. He was so crushed. He regretted not getting them sooner. I wanted to help him, but I didn't know how. I think he was in love with me, you know? He cared about me so much. Always supportive, always ready to listen. Eventually I realized we liked each other. I wanted him to confess his feelings first, but I guess he just couldn't find the right moment. And then the cataclysm started, and there wasn't any time for that anymore. I regret not telling him first. Well, you know a little about me, now it's your turn. I'm not used to talking about myself. You just testing Meek? It's also funny, you had to add the term blow her. It's Naida's birthday from Genshin Impact, and her birthday message made me break down. Interesting. I passed, I'm human. That's just what a visitor would say. Don't be shy, I'm ready to listen. I'm lonely. I had a tough relationship with my father. I'm no longer part of that family. Now all that's left of them is this house. Blow her brains out was one of Meek's messages. Right. I'm sorry. It sounds like you're not too thrilled about the house ending up with you. Would have been better if it had burned down. I can't possibly imagine how much you hate your father if you want the house to burn down. Hey, thanks again for talking to me. Goodbye, and stay strong, okay? Alright. Let's try calling the neighbor, even though they're gone. Yeah, kind of what I figured. Wait, can I call for rest now? There we go. 2 cans of cat food, 1 jar of kombucha. Alright. Should probably get the cat food because we gotta make sure the cat sticks around, right? Though the kombucha would be good so I can save. Can I pick you up? Look at him. Whoop. Alright. Fair enough. Doesn't want to be picked up. Alright, so that's my neighbor's kid. That's the one dude. Where is that lady? Jesus Christ, she's gotta be evil, right?
Kitty is here. What more you need?
Well, why are you here?
What a dumb question. You open door, ask yourself what for. What am I for? It's all same to me. Place is place. Said go here, so went here. I don't want any nothing. Not you. What matters is you keep place comfy for Kitty. The rest? Who care?
Okay, she's freaky. What is that face? Yeah, she's pretty creepy. Her teeth are nice, which makes me think that she's probably a monster.
You test me? Yes, be sure of something.
Her armpits are probably gonna be shaved, because she's a dancer, right? Let's check your eyes.
Ah, now to most interesting part. I have things written in pupils, see?
Yeah, alright.
Tragedy. You live alone, yes? So, how it feel? Don't like the red blood? You spill much every hour, every day, yet fan it you do not? Yes or no?
Bye, bitch.
That's what she wants. Never thought she'd favor big idiot.
Alright. Easy. That one was easy. That one was a pretty obvious one. We're doing good. Her face is indeed one of the faces of evil and the greatest in Korodai. Kill her, I don't care if she was human, but good she wasn't. Honestly, some of these people I'm like, I think you're human, but like, you kinda gotta go anyway. I passed the test in the Discord, I'm such a good human. Good to know, Meek. I'm glad. I'm glad you're passing the test.
I want my mommy.
Tell me what happened.
I don't know. They came in and started talking, and Dad said they were wrong, and they said, Daddy, Daddy.
Okay, just rest for now. Alright. The other I mean, I could test her, but theoretically she's fine. I mean, if everybody else died, though, if everybody else is gone and it's just her, then she could be suspicious. I need to test you. Her teeth were fucked up before, right? So let's see if her teeth are okay.
My teeth? You want me to show you my teeth? Why? I still have some baby teeth. Dad said I'm not gonna cry anymore.
Alright, yeah, she's fine.
What does it mean? Everything okay?
Yeah, you're good. Alright, buddy. Got something to share? What are those papers?
You would not believe what's in these files. Seriously, some of it's actually pretty darn fascinating. Take this one, for instance. This theory is especially curious. It claims visitors aren't actually real, that they're part of a secret government plan to prune the population. Quite a compelling read, and oddly it kind of makes sense if you really think about it. Now consider, overpopulation is a known problem, yes? It is simply the truth of our society. Suppose this is how the government has decided to handle it,
Alright, man.
By all means, just be aware, testing me could lead you to learn things you wished you hadn't.
Alright. Let's test his armpits. This dude looks like he'd be pretty hairy.
Armpits, you say? Now that's unusual.
Yeah, he's fine.
See the hair? Natural barrier. It slows evaporation, keeps the electrolytes in. Those who get rid of it are letting themselves be controlled by perspiration, making themselves vulnerable.
Yeah, you're good. So is this guy a conspiracy theorist or a government agent? He's a conspiracy theorist who appears to have stolen government documents.
Thank you for the stretch, Vulcan.
Ooh, needed that after the climbing competition last weekend. Fucking... Ugh. I pushed myself to the limit and I'm still sore. Alright, we're doing good. We got a cat, we got rid of the creepy lady. Those two seem fine. We're kind of killing it. I don't think I called FEMA fucking to ask about the armpit test, though. Hatch in the floor. To ensure that underarm tests are accurate, you must avoid any contact with water. Refrain from showering and washing yourself. What? Why would that change it? Water doesn't make it so you don't have hair. Yo, when did that get there? Damn, I got a lot of potatoes down here. Alright, so I guess we're actually totally fine on food. Got a lot of tuna. I could have just fed the cat this. What is this? What is the point of that? Alright. I guess maybe that'll be something at some point. Wonder if the overpopulation thing is going to come up again. Honestly, I do think, David, you would probably find this game enjoyable to analyze purely because there's kind of a lot going on that's relevant to the way the government is currently operating. Not to mention historically how it's been. Alright. Oh, right, I gotta check. You're looking at the ruins of your neighbor's house. A happy family lived there until recently, now only a ghostly shell remains. A strange feeling overwhelms you, as if you knew this was coming, as if death was coming to that house oh so very soon. Okay. You see a human skull decorating a stake, still wearing a helmet. Its skin has been burnt black, and it looks like someone has yanked out its teeth. The head must have been out there all day. You can't shake the feeling that this grisly display is a threat, probably left behind by that creepy pale visitor. Generally, the new consensus is not overpopulation, but high resource use by developed countries. One person doesn't equal same amount of resource use. Fair. That's interesting. Yo, where's the cat? Can't go down there. Oh, there's the cat. Dude, this cat is like... He looks high as fuck. Like, he is zooted out right now. I'm starting to think the pale visitor is going to be like the main character's dad or something in the end. What about this government stuff you speak of? Well, there's just theming in this game about, like, the government will take care of us versus their actual response, which is not to protect people and to kind of, you know, just further their goals of keeping the rich in power and all that kind of stuff. FEMA officials are inspecting the site of the recent massacre. They're taking all the dead soldiers' equipment and weapons to prevent looting. Probably didn't expect the pale visitor to survive against a group of armed soldiers. Now there are a few more body bags. What if this is all a hallucination? That would be terrible. Good evening. I'm with FEMA. We're running a routine inspection in your neighborhood. Don't worry, it won't take long.
What about the last inspection? When will you return the person you took?
Return? Ah, so our team's already been here. After screening, there's a mandatory quarantine period. They'll be staying with us for a while. After that, they'll be sent back from the quarantine zone.
I'm not interested in these tests.
You misunderstand. This is not a choice. One way or another, this is happening. The sooner you cooperate, the sooner it'll all be over. If you are unable to immediately transfer a suspected visitor to a quarantine zone, issue them a mandatory appearance slip.
Received 1 FEMA notice. Well. So likely a conservative or centrist administration for this game? Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
What did you think of that guy? The one in the suit?
I mean, I don't like him, I know that. I don't know how to feel about him.
Why feel at all? Everything's been decided for us. A blessing, wouldn't you say? Or do you want to fix it all by yourself?
I'm doing what I can.
And what exactly can you do? Can you ward off death? Stop the floods, the fires, the decay? The only thing you can stop is a heartbeat. Listen. You alone?
I'm not alone.
Still scrambling to survive in this new world, are we? Why? Dogs rule the world now, and only dogs survive here. You understand what I mean, yes? Things will never go back to the way they were. Life changed. You're falling out of rhythm. Next time we meet, things will be interesting.
Well then. Yo, why didn't you do anything? Like, admittedly, he's being honest and goes off an honor system. Meek, I don't know what your deal is. I don't remember what this guy's voice was. Oh, it was like,
Wonderful. The cat's with you. What to do with the one you brought... what to do with the one who brought it is for you to decide.
Bro, I already shot her. I don't know what to tell you. Why did you ask me to let someone with a cat into my home?
A powerful entity awaits the cat's approach. It is thanks to she that my eyes reach far, but even I do not see all. One thing is yet clear, though. Something wicked this way comes. You cannot halt it. Perhaps they'll mention it on the radio. Will you listen?
What's going to happen?
I can't say more. I've already said too much. Treat this as advice if you wish, but for 2 days yonder, testing portends doom. When I first came here, I felt something strange. Now the feeling has subsided somewhat. I think we are on the right path. I hope to see you again soon.
Testing for 2 days portends doom. So I'm not supposed to test people for 2 days?
Hi, for rest delivery here.
How did you become a delivery guy?
Just passed all the screenings. They checked all the signs, decided I'm human, and... Oh, you mean how I ended up still working in the middle of an apocalypse? Well, what else was I supposed to do? Sit at home and rot?
At least out here I can distract myself and not think about this whole shit show. Besides, my family's far away. I'm not from around here. I only came to study at the local university. I'm on my own. Being alone isn't that bad? Yeah, sure. You're surrounded by other people in your house, so that's easy for you to say. Alright, I've got an order here to deliver to you. Ready to take it? Cat food. Have a good night. Okay, so if, as you said, the cat food prevents visitors, then I can use it 2 days in a row. The visitors shouldn't show up, and then I won't have to test anybody. Right? That makes sense.
Hello there, dearie. Walking all the way here really took it out of me, let me tell you. Might I pop in and rest a minute?
What? You chose to walk all the way over here specifically? How long were you walking?
What really constitutes a long walk anyway? Take yourself. You're at home, yet how many steps have you taken here? Have you been walking for a long time? You must have been, surely. But I've marched through more decades than you've had hot dinners. That's the difference between you and I, dearie.
I don't follow. Do you need something?
What does anyone need, dearie? A roof over my head, to share a story or two, to lie down and close my eyes peacefully, and air to breathe, I suppose. I don't need for much. It's just really boring living all by one's lonesome is all.
Alright.
Thank you, dearie. I can tell you'll be a very entertaining host, and maybe I'll finally find out what's been going on around here.
Yo, what the fuck? Oh, he's British. Oi! Oh, world's gone Pete-tong, eh? This ain't a society no more. The beasts have come out to play. Finally, no more holding back. Are you one of those beasts? We're all animals, mate. Keep denying it and they'll just eat you alive. Won't even leave the bones. This is a whole new world order. Might makes right. Anyone who says otherwise will be dead as a dog by morning. How have you survived this long? How many houses have you been through? These are both good questions, but I feel like the houses one might be the better question just because it's more specific. Let's try that. I never stayed in any one of them too long. Seen the same everywhere I go. Fear blinds people to the bigger picture. You still got proper order here. That's a rare thing, Sunshine. I'm curious to see how you keep it. I don't like this guy, to be honest. He seems... I don't think he's necessarily... I don't think he's like a visitor, but I think he is a bastard. Well, let's see. I've got the neighbor's girl. I've got the grandma. And I could let this guy in. And that would give me enough in case FEMA decides to take 2 people. I wouldn't have to sacrifice the kid. Alright. Good boy. Power's the name of the game now, Sunshine. You can either roll with it or let it roll over you. I feel like I might regret that. But we'll see. Honestly, it could be one of those things where he's just a bastard of a human and I'll shoot him. But we'll see. He is suspicious for sure. Emergency broadcast. Wildfires are now sweeping across forested regions. Experts believe abnormally high solar activity is to blame. While the full scale of the disaster remains unclear, fire crews from nearby cities have been deployed to contain the blaze. Despite the fires, visitors continue to terrorize the nation. FEMA has announced a new identifying sign to aid the public in their fight against the visitors. Aura Film Photography. Dark patches appearing on the captured image is a strong indicator that the subject may be a visitor. Stay calm and remain indoors during daylight hours. Up next, a word from our sponsors. Alright, so this is the kind of stuff that's making me not trust the government in this. Aura Film Photography is... that is horseshit. Each day, spotting visitors is getting harder and harder. Signs aid the search, but did you ever find yourself wanting a foolproof way? Sponsored by Omega Mart. Yeah, I mean... okay, so yeah, this literally is the government trying to feed off of people in a crisis. They're literally selling you this Aura camera bullshit and saying, oh, this is the one surefire way you can tell if somebody is a visitor. Buy our new camera. It's hard to know if you can even trust them out at this point. I mean, you can't. You can never trust the government, but still. It exposes the soul's energy, allowing you at home to discern a human from a hostile visitor. Take a photo, and if you see black patches, you've found a visitor. Now, a word from our sponsors. The heat won't stop you. Feel the drive. With Energeca, you're alive. Wow, an invigorating energy drink that quenches your thirst faster and more effectively than water? Now available from 4Rest Delivery. Order at 466646. Alright. Kitty! It's not as grumpy as you first thought. Looks like it's starting to get used to you. I'll feed you, buddy. Good boy. His little face is hard to read, but you're pretty sure he's happy. You have a strange feeling you can sleep peacefully tonight. Feels like your furry friend has shared one of his lives with you to say thanks. Who knows, maybe death will pass your home by tonight. Alright, so I'm not supposed to test anyone for 2 days, right? I think that's what that guy said. But I should be safe tonight, and if I use another can tomorrow, that should keep me safe too, and then I can test these people who are in my house. Now with 2,000 more caffeine. This is dispatch. Check quarantine zone status. Code 51. Reports of explosion at 0300 hours. Unit 32-8 reporting. Code 60. Mass civilian casualties. Officers down. This is 28-8. Code 451 requesting burn team for body disposal. Acknowledged, initiating code 984. The city is cordoned off pending investigation. Stand by for reinforcements. Interesting. Cashier's Day. Everyone's favorite.
Thanks a lot.
Yo, Wandering Wonder. Thank you so much for the follow. Very much appreciated. Welcome in. Alright, let's call FEMA and ask about their Aura bullshit. I can't ask about the Aura? Alright. I'll try calling the neighbor again, even though I know he's gone. Alright. Is it worth doing the phone roulette again? Like, do you get anything out of that, or is that just kind of for flavor text? Either way. Let's see if anything changed in the basement. Nope. Nothing. Hand over a FEMA notice. Dude, that would be so fucked up. If I was just like, here you go, little girl. I want my mommy. How are you holding up? Do you like it here?
It's okay here. But I wish I was at home. When can I go home?
I mean, I feel like in a situation like this, you should probably just be honest with the kid, right? Like, there's no way she doesn't know her house burned down. Not anytime soon, your house burned down.
But Daddy's okay, right? What about my room? Did that also burn down? Mommy's not coming? Is there anyone else left?
You should stay here for now.
I'm not going anywhere without Daddy. He's coming to get me, right? I saw him get up and leave. I was running away, but I saw him.
Alright. Jesus, lady. Yo, Blair Witch, the fuck you doing? This looks like he was like trying to talk to her, doing his like alpha male bullshit, and she was like, get in the corner, I don't want to see you, fuck off. Didn't she say she saw the visitors get her dad? Yeah, I think so, which means if that's him that she saw get up and go, he's probably a visitor. Alright, let's talk to you.
Have we got a problem?
Why do you see people as animals?
Let me ask you something. What are we, really? We kill, we eat what we kill, and we don't lose any sleep over it. It's natural, innit? But society, yeah? They put us on a leash. Lucky for us, those days are behind us.
What do you mean?
It's simple, really. Basic and understandable truths have replaced what was once a senseless society. There's a pack, and that pack has an alpha. Anyone threaten the pack, they die. That's a code I can get behind.
Yo, welcome, Ether. How you doing? We're doing alright. We're trying to stay alive with all these fucking weirdos.
But the worst thing, a sheep in wolf's clothing.
You mean a wolf in sheep's clothing?
Nah, I'm talking about those cowards you lot call visitors. They was hiding underground like rats, waiting for us to go soft. Then they pop out using human morals. They play on our pity to make themselves harder to kill. We bare our fangs for a reason. Remind them we're the beasts here, or they'll run us out.
Wait, is that Jason Statham? I mean, basically, that's the voice I've decided to do for him, at least. I like watching people play this. It's pretty interesting so far. Honestly, even if this guy is a visitor, you gotta keep him around. I'm gonna at least keep him around for a couple nights, with the cat protecting me. And then, after that's done, I can test. And then he'll probably go if he's... Honestly, he might just kill me in my sleep, even if he's a human.
Oh, dearie me, I'm getting old.
Where are you from?
City-born I am, dearie. Had me a little hut in a high-rise. No wee cottage in the country, no crummy old husband or grandbabies to speak of. So I'd sit myself down on a bench most days. Could feel a bit of life there, you see, and oh, the things I'd hear. But when all this hogwash started, well, I didn't like it anymore. Pfft! How can you feel life when everybody around is dropping like blooming flies? Step into the stairwell and there's always some poor soul lying there covered with white cloth. Heavens, it's enough to make you wish yourself gone rather than keep watching such sorrow.
Knock her dentures out. I gotta check your pits, ma'am. Sorry, it's protocol.
So off I popped, toddled off looking for a place where there's still stories to hear, life to feel. And looky here, fate's led me straight to your door, dearie. Now I'm no churchgoer, but in times like these, well, feels like heaven itself guided my steps.
Alright, I'll leave you two to have some fun. He can't kill you while you sleep if you don't sleep. That is true. Welcome in, Kiram. The headwear's very Russian. Yeah, I was debating whether or not to give her the babushka kind of voice, but then I decided with the way she talked, she was more like an old granny type. She's not a follower of Christ. Burn her. I don't want to sleep right now. I'm full of energy. Oh, I gotta go slam a beer. Ooh, actually, I need to order more kombucha if I can. Yeah, alright. No kombucha for me. You're having a freak off in your living room. God, I hope not. That would be the second worst thing that has happened in that room. Is kombucha like nectar or something? It's what allows you to save your game. I have only saved one time since we started. So if I were to die now, it would be quite the bummer. Kitty, who's a little baby? Oh, okay. Sorry. Not letting the pale man inside is the first worst. No, the first worst was I shot that lady on the couch and ruined my fucking couch. Is that like the only 3D model? It appears to be, for some reason. You see a woman crying over her wounded husband. You can't tell if he's alive or dead. Tears streak, she drags his heavy body away from the gunfire. You're left with a single thought: things will only get worse. A little uncanny. A little bit. What do you guys think's happening in there? Told you they're having a freak off in there. If so, I am so sorry to that old woman. But you know what? I'm glad he's just not in the room with the little girl. That would be a much bigger problem. Oh, look at the kitty. His bug eyes. The path along the field is littered with the bodies of those who tried to run. Nearby stands the man responsible, a FEMA officer. He holds a rifle, smoke still drifting from the barrel. Yeah, so like, this does really feel like now it's like there's a visitor problem, but they're also using the government. They're using it as a way to cull the population, like that one guy said. Because, like, not everybody who's running is a visitor, probably, right? The government's just taking people away. Like I said, this is very, very relevant to things today. We staying in our house the whole day, or is this like a quarantine home? So, essentially, outside during the day, it's so hot, people are literally bursting into flame because the sun has, like, exploded, basically. And then at night, the visitors are out killing people in the streets. So, you can't go out during the day, you also can't go out during the night. And the government seems to be rounding people up they suspect to be visitors. But we don't necessarily know if that's what they're doing. I think that's why I like this game. It makes you think. Yes, it's very well written to, like, give you enough information to think you might know what's going on, but just enough doubt to make you not sure. Panicked people rush to nearby houses. They bang on doors, desperate for shelter, but it seems no one's willing to let them in. That means we're probably going to get a lot of people here tonight. Witness the beginning of the end.
Why, hello there, dear boy.
Who are you?
I'm just an old coot who knows a thing or two about mushrooms. But never mind me right now. The mycelium told me something very troubling. Oh, yes. The Mushroom Festival is upon us, and time, my dear boy, is slipping through our fingers. So please listen carefully and heed my words well.
Also, the apartment in the background's on fire. I don't quite follow.
Aha! Well, it will all make sense soon. No, and remember, we must stop the festival, no matter what. Now then, looky here. I have something here that will help us. The Book of Smiles.
The Book of Smiles?
It's a special book. The most special in the world, in fact. It will tell you what must be done. But I'm afraid there's no time to read it all. It's a big book, and time's not on our side. So I just tore out the most important pages. Here, my boy, take him.
Alright, I'll take the damn pages from the Book of Smiles.
Ah, there's a good lad. Give them a read when you have a quiet moment, won't you? Now then, I must be off. I'll be back once you've got everything sorted, so get a wiggle on. I bid you a good day, good health, great joy, and plenty of smiles, my dear boy. Toodaloo.
Bro, that was fucking Radagast from Lord of the Rings. Cat food got wasted. No people this night besides that guy, I guess. Aww. It's fine. I was just gonna use the cat food twice in a row because the one guy said not to test anybody for 2 days. And that way I can make sure I don't let in anybody sus. Seems whimsical. He does. Prevent visitors from killing anyone during the first week. Hell yeah. First week? How many weeks are there? I thought I read online people can beat this game in like 2.5 hours.
We interrupt this program with breaking news. Reports of civil unrest are coming in from a neighboring city. Due to unresolved circumstances, FEMA forces have sealed off the area. Please remain in your homes. Stay where you are and await further instructions. And remember, support FEMA and join the fight against the visitors. That's the latest for now. Next up, some ads.
Up next, a special report on the nature of the visitors. What are the visitors? Ghosts? Creatures from deep underground? No, this is neither a sci-fi novel nor a cheap headline. This is our new reality. Rumors continue to swirl about the visitors' true origin. Are they aliens? The Walking Dead? A lab experiment gone wrong? According to authorities, these are all just baseless theories. Studies show that a visitor is a human who has come into contact with an undetermined biological agent. Methods of transmission remain unknown, and FEMA urges everyone to stay alert for the signs of visitors. If you believe you've been exposed or are unsure whether you might be a visitor, call the FEMA hotline on 000-451. That's the latest for now. Stay tuned for more after the break. Even the hardest workers need a break. With Marlboro cigarettes, you can take a deep breath and truly unwind. Marlboro, cigarettes for real men. Disclaimer, the company is not liable for any harm that may occur to lungs or lifespan. Consume at own risk. Now available through 4Rest Food Delivery. Call now on 46646. Okay. Wait, so they all were human then? Meek was right? Let's not get crazy now. If you can hear this, stay away from the outskirts. FEMA officers are shooting at anyone trying to leave. I don't know what's going on, I just want to get out of here. Someone please... Kitty! Pet the kitty. Feed the kitty. Alright. So we should be safe. And then tomorrow we can start teaching people. Be kitty, 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 kitty. Ooh, wee, wee. Oh, alright. Okay. Let me see if I can get some kombucha, because I need to save. That ain't a healthy cat. He's healthy, he just has that disease that that Maggie Smith has and Steve Buscemi has, where your eyes are big and bulgy. Fuck. I can't save until I have more kombucha, and they won't take my delivery. Township Day. I want my mommy. You need to accept what happened. What do you mean? I saw TV in your room. Can I watch cartoons? Also, maybe you could invite my friend over, please? I think this is her phone number, 403-230. When the grown-ups invite her, they let her come, but if it's me, they just tell me off. This is tough. I don't know what you saw, but I think your dad is dead. You didn't see anything. I was there. He was moving around when I ran away, which means he's coming for me soon. What did he look like the last time you saw him? He was good. They hit him, so I don't remember. I'm sorry about your dad. He was a good man, too kind for this world. The girl seems to stare through you. You're afraid to move, so you just wait for something to happen. Bet that girl makes hella grilled cheese at night. I mean, she certainly has a look. After some time, she starts wailing again. It doesn't look like there's anything you can do for her. It would be worse to let her believe a lie. She has to learn to accept reality as soon as possible. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I don't want to make her feel bad, but also, like, in an apocalypse, kids don't have the luxury of, you know, not facing reality.
Have we got a problem?
Why are you staring at my gun?
I see an alpha in you, Governor. You keep everyone in line, showing you're in charge. Nice digs you've got and all. Spacious, people drop by often. But the company you keep...
What about him?
You've gathered weaklings in it. Soft types. Tell me, what use are the old, the young, or the sick? Only the strong make up a pack. That's how you stay alive.
Yeah, it's hard, but it's more cruel to give him false hope. And it's just dangerous, because, like, if her dad shows up, he's going to be a visitor. So you can't have her open the door thinking it's her dad, you know? So this guy's human. This guy's definitely human. He's too much of a bastard not to be. Like, he's one of those, like... He's basically like Senator Armstrong from Metal Gear Rising, where he's like, "It's a dog-eat-dog world, Jack." So what do you want me to do?
It's time to cut the weak ones loose, Sunshine. Kill 'em, publicly, make it a message. That's how you tighten your grip. That's how you show who's in charge. Anyone who don't flinch when the weak snuff it, that's a wolf you want in your pack.
Like a kid in your kitchen, the household tradition of boxing to see if they're human.
Yeah, just square up, be like, "Sorry, but you gotta learn."
Nanomachines, son. You don't fuck with this, Senator. They stay.
I only kill the visitors.
Let me tell you something. You do better if you quit babying the weak. I used to run the streets. People feared me, respected me. Ever wonder how long it takes for a soul to rot? I've been rotting for a long while now, pus and all. One day this cabbie refused to give me a ride. If I let that slide, my name wouldn't mean squat. So I broke every bone in his body. But his kid remembered this lesson, and the people continued to respect me.
I am getting a little worried that this dude's just going to, this dude's just gonna try and kill me one of these days. But, it's fine. Today's the last day of him, you know? Tomorrow we can start testing people again, so tomorrow I'll test him, and whether he's good or not, I'll probably just kill him. Can we get the guy to fight the pasty visitor? That would be pretty good, but this guy reads to me like the type who would send an underling to fight, to do his dirty work, you know?
Oh, dearie me, I'm getting old.
Don't you have any relatives?
Everyone's forgotten me, dearie. If there's anyone left alive, they don't come round to visit poor old Granny. All the more common with young'uns these days. Plenty get so swept up in life that they forget their own. All so bothered by this and that. Not a soul calls to ask how I'm getting on. Pheh! One time I was sat on that bench and my neighbor was yapping on about her grandson something fierce. Said my boy's a good egg, always remembers his granny. And, well, she told no fibs, dearie. Always said hello, polite young man he was. Why, I even felt a pinch of envy. Then she died, and that good egg turned rotten and sour. All he wanted was the poor soul's apartment keys paid for with a smattering of smiles. Why do you reckon folks lie to each other's faces, Untruths reflected in the eyes of the ones we love. Marry, have children, and then, would you believe it, they don't love you at all. Lucky my husband's dead and buried. Wicked old coot he was. Pheh!
Well, alrighty then. I guess I can call the girl's friend. Rock this shit right now. Hello? Hi, would it be okay if your daughter came over to play with her friend? Our little girl, she died. We had to kill her. What? We killed her. It had to be done, believe me. Every sign matched what we were being told. My husband insisted. You killed your own child? Don't you judge me. She was a visitor. All the signs matched. There was no doubt. I get it. I still miss her. Well, no play date for her then. Time to go slam a beer. And nighty-night. Tell her she's not coming. I can talk to her, but yeah. I was gonna say, I don't think she'll listen yet. That's probably a conversation I have to have tomorrow. Alright, let's see what we got tonight. A group of evicted stand by your neighbor's ruined house. They're in shock, whispering among themselves. They likely want to take shelter there. But is there any place left to hide from all this? Any place in the world? Wait, listen into the living room. Freak off is going bad, I think, or good. I mean, whatever's happening in there, I think tomorrow I'm gonna shoot that British guy, so... And I'm assuming this girl's... Yeah, she's still just crying. Hi, kitty. Not even aware of the horrors. Oh, On the path stands a man armed with an assault rifle. He looks completely insane. His jacket is covered with torn out teeth, eyes, and who knows what else. It's hard to make out from here. What if they're trophies? What if he kills not for defense, but for sport? Whatever the case, you hope you're not his enemy. Bro, that's Keanu Reeves out there. That's John Wick. David, I would say... I mean, how long have you been watching? For like an hour or so? I would say there's still plenty for you to experience in this game. Because the choices I've made aren't necessarily going to be the choices you made too. So I think things can kind of change. On a pole hangs a man with a sign that reads, "You took everything from me." Was he robbed, or did FEMA take his family? Your mind races, but there's no answer, only guesses. Right. Okay. Wow, 9 whole ads. Damn. That's fucked up.
Oh, I thought no one was home. It's so quiet here at night. Good evening. May I come in?
Are you looking for something?
Why do you ask? Well, I'm simply looking for the same thing as everyone else. Safety, and perhaps if I'm lucky, some conversation to keep the boredom at bay. And with it being so quiet, I didn't think anyone lived here, so I thought to myself I'll take a look. But the door was locked, and I decided it would be polite to knock before breaking it down.
Where did you come from?
There was a hospital downtown, but... Well, it's rather a long story. If you would be so kind as to let me in, I'll tell you all about it.
I mean, he's got blood on his lab coat, which doesn't seem like a great sign. But if he's a surgeon, that wouldn't be that crazy. Well, I'm safe tonight, right? I'm like guaranteed I'm safe because I use the cat food. So I'll bring this guy in so that way I can kill the British guy and not face any repercussions if FEMA comes to take more people. Come in.
Thank you. I hope I can help someone here.
Alright. Yo, what the fuck? Hello? Anyone alive in there? Mind letting me in? Why does cat food leave you safe? Good question. I don't know. All I know is that when you use it, it's like, you know, the cat seems to be protecting you tonight. He'll give you, like, you know, one of his lives or something. Adam Driver's dried in the sun. Can make him Adam Driver as Kylo Ren.
Mind letting me in?
Don't bang on my door.
Hey now, no hard feelings. Didn't mean to wake you. Ain't been sleeping a wink myself. Used to be a gravedigger, you know. Not that there's much point in it now. Graves don't mean nothing no more. People just keel over and rot where they fall.
Did you see something out there?
Sure did, damn it. I was digging a grave. One some fellow ordered. He's standing there, watching me work. I was digging and digging, and then bam, the shovel hit something. Thought it was a rock, but no, a hand reached up out of the soil. It was a visitor, crawling up out of the ground, and that guy, he just laughed. I ran like hell and didn't look back. Didn't dare go home. Figured it's safer in a crowd.
Alright. So I've got the old man, the old woman, the kid, and the British guy. The British guy's gonna be gone. The girl's fine, I know that. I haven't tested the old lady, and I would have to test this guy as well. So that should be fine. Well, it's not like they're gonna be a visitor. That's true, I guess. There's really no reason to not bring them in. Are we like basically the leader of this home? Yeah, well, it's our house, and we're choosing to let people in if we want. So, yeah.
Thanks. Just be quick with that door, alright? I'm terrified those visitors might be right behind me.
Jesus Christ. Are we sure that's how the cat food works? Because this guy feels like a visitor. This is a ghoul from Fallout, man.
Hey. Can you let me in, pal?
What happened to you?
I got caught in the midday sun while putting out forest fires.
Ghoul doesn't mean visitor, right? I mean, I guess if he fucking caught fire out in midday, then...
Hey, Smoothskin. I'm the only one left from my squad. The rest, the boss just wouldn't let them leave. Now they're on shift eternally.
Why aren't you at a hospital?
A hospital? There are no more hospitals, pal. When the visitors came, the whole point of hospitals went up in smoke. Hard to get treatment if you can't trust who's treating you. There's no helping me now. I'd have been better off putting out those fires and dying out there with my buddies. I don't have much time left anyway.
Alright, you're good. Damn, that was spot on. Well, thank you. Give him some jet. Exploding the rockets this time. I'm just gonna try to keep this guy from, like, dying on my couch and leaving a sticky mess.
Thanks, pal. I don't think I'll be in your hair for too long. At least I won't have to die alone in the dirt. They gave us this slip of paper at work before we went to put the fires out. It's a mandate telling us to report to a FEMA quarantine zone, but why go if everyone who does ends up dead? Here, I don't need it anyway. You can throw it away or use it for something else.
Actually started watching the Fallout show on Amazon, been liking it so far. Yeah, I've heard it's good. I haven't watched it myself. Put this guy out of his misery. I mean, I might have to be honest. God damn, I need to save, man. This is starting to be a lot of throat intensive stuff. Good afternoon. This is the news. We bring you an important update. New details have emerged regarding a recent incident that unfolded in the city. It seems one of the city's quarantine zones came under attack from an armed individual. The suspect's motive remains unclear at this time, and it's unknown if the attacker had any accomplices. Notably, several unverified individuals also escaped the quarantine zone.
Silence is the harbinger of death, a sinister quiet that drains the soul. But worse than the emptiness is the ringing, a distant funeral knell growing ever louder. The bells toll for us all, filling our ears with endless din. Filthy thoughts caught in webs of wax. An infernal nest where visitors thrive, tangled deep in sticky sustenance. Cerumen inundans, cerumen inundans, cerumen inundans. Up next, a special report on the temporary suspension of corpse disposal. Dried up Scarlett Johansson. Today's incident has sparked numerous theories. Some reports describe a lone shooter, while others mention an armed group dressed in hooded clothing. However, the city's greatest challenge may still lie ahead. Due to the lockdown measures imposed, corpse disposal in surrounding areas has been temporarily suspended. Residential inspections, however, will continue as scheduled. If you are able to cremate the deceased, do so immediately. If not, please wait until the situation is resolved before surrendering any accumulated remains. That's the latest for now. Stay tuned. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, it's fine. Oh, wait. I never read the papers. Today the world was built anew, and in the basement, mushroom grew. It towered high, and time is nigh to eat it whole if one would try. To welcome guests is not for strong. The mushroom stands tall and long. Under tree of apple can you rest? She'll feed you with her sweet fruits best. The day will come when one must kneel before the mushroom's mighty peel, while on the clock the hand shall climb. Make haste, my friend, there is no time. Interesting. Some kind of mushroom cult. Can you join the living room freak-off? I'm about to go put an end to it, if that's what you mean. Also, I'm gonna check the basement, because I'm starting to feel like there's gonna be a giant mushroom growing here one of these days. Whoa! The mushroom! I'll put it in the fridge, even though I kind of want to eat it now. What a weird mushroom. How did it even grow in a potato? That is a good question. What if a visitor crawls up from the dirt? Actually, you know what, Thighs? I think you might be onto something. What if this guy buried his dad in the basement because he was like, oh, I hate him, you know, whatever. Buried him down there, and then his dad rises from the dead as a visitor. You need to accept what happened. Okay, so she's basically done. Forever.
Hello, cat. Alright. Please. Can I get my kombucha? Because I can't save the game until I do. Oh, thank God. 1 jar of kombucha, please. There we go. Because I thought we would maybe get through this in 1 day, but it's looking like that's not going to happen. Bro, what are you doing in here? Like, why are you just hanging out? I'm listening. What happened to the hospitals?
Oh, it was awful. When things started to go wrong, people rushed into the hospitals. Everyone was desperate to know if they were a visitor. We tried to explain that we didn't really know how to test for that. But nobody would listen. They kept pushing and shoving, making it impossible to treat those who were actually sick. In the end, FEMA showed up and, well, they decided the crowds were a threat to outbreak containment. So they took all the patients to the quarantine zones, and the hospitals, well, they just shut down.
What happens if you kill everyone? So, there's one visitor in particular, the like tall, pale guy, who, if you're alone, I think will just break into your house and kill you, which is why you have to bring people inside, even though there would be no real benefit to you otherwise. So FEMA put you out of work?
To tell you the truth, after the hospitals closed their doors, I went to triage at one of the quarantine zones.
Why would you do that?
I wanted to keep helping people. It's my calling. I couldn't just walk away from that. Maybe... No, forgive me. I'm not ready to talk about that just yet.
Alright, you can hang out in the closet. You also get an ending for killing everyone. It's interesting. Yo, Adam Driver's not doing so good in here. Also, he looks really small compared to that table.
Wish them visitors would just go back underground.
Why did you become a gravedigger?
Huh? Oh, my job? Yeah, I don't know actually. Cemetery's kinda like a library, you know? But these books aren't for reading. They just lie there, quiet. I used to know every grave. Who's where, how their arms were folded, what suit they had on, their names. Then one day I'm digging a fresh hole, right? Normal day, nothing weird. Feels deep enough, and then bam. Empty. Empty, I tell ya. But the paper said someone should have been down there. Some guy, dead for sure. I remember he had a mustache, but poof. Gone like dew in the morning. If a dead man disappears, is that like dying all over again?
His teeth look pretty bad, so this guy's probably not a visitor. Saw Adam Driver on Broadway and Burn This. And how was it? Jesus, I forgot about this guy.
Have we got a problem?
You keep talking about packs. Why don't you have one of your own?
Why have you got yours?
So that tall, pale visitor doesn't kill me.
So you gathered them all here to save your own ass? You don't sound like no alpha. You sound like a pissing little runt. This pack needs someone strong. If you can't run the pack, I bloody well will. So that's how it is it? You know I've got iron too, right, plonker? Better put yours down, mate. Let's end this clean.
I mean, he might have a gun, but I've got my gun out. So, fuck you, Jason.
Die, you piece of...
And nothing bad was... Nothing of value was lost. Oh, dearie me, I'm getting old. What happened to your husband?
Oh, he shuffled off a while back, dearie. Ruined my bloomin' life, he did, that rotten stump. Only ever tied the knot 'cause my folks pestered me into it. Marry him, dear, he's a good egg, they said, so I did.
Mind you, at first he was good as gold, but no sooner was the confetti swent away, the rot came out. I'd slave away over a hot stove for hours, and my thanks, stop nagging, can't you see I'm eating? After a time, he'd vanish for hours, drinking himself silly. Pfft! Come back drunk as a skunk, spinning tall tales about playing dominoes in the garage. Oh, but he'd shout the bloomin' walls down if I dared ask him about it, the wretched coot. Then he died. At first I felt light as a feather, dearie, but soon enough the emptiness crept in. The tellybox helped for a while, but now it's all just humdrum applesauce. So I took to sitting on that bench, watching the world go by.
It's so goddamn hot.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. How are you feeling?
Seems like it's even worse than I thought. Damn it. I don't think I'll hold out longer than a week. It did ease the pain a little when you let me in, though. Thank you. But now I'm just sitting here while the rest of the guys are out there dying. Hey, Smooth Skin, got any Vicodin?
You gonna kill him? I don't know. He is in control enough that I think he would say if he wanted to be put out of his misery, right? Where that one girl with her abusive husband, there was no option for me to just kill the husband. And I feel like it's probably better for both of them to just die than to have her face abuse for the rest of her life at the hands of her husband. Which is kind of a very strange philosophical debate to pose. But that's the reason I did that one. I got rid of the British guy because he was clearly going to turn on me and just kill me at some point because he's an asshole. This guy, I feel like, would tell me if he wanted to die. If he wanted to be put out of his misery. I think he'll probably die pretty soon anyway. So I'm not going to kill him yet, at the very least. If he starts talking about how he's in so much pain and just wants to be dead, then, you know, that's a different thing.
I could have stayed with them. It's not like I've got anything to lose. I'm already on the way out, after all.
He's gonna take charge of the freak-off Electric Boogaloo. Bro, I'd be surprised if he can freak at all with the skin that he's got. If he tries to get freaky, he's just gonna, like, tear his dick off. Well, I think that's everything. I don't really need to test anybody because I use the cat food, but just in case, I might as well test the people I haven't. Ears? Ears? Did I miss one? I don't remember ears being a part of it.
No problem at all. You have to thoroughly check every little thing. I can only assume this must be part of it.
Okay, so he's fine, right? That one hijacked broadcast was what gave you the ears check. Okay. It said there would be, like, black spots in the aura if he was evil, right?
People always said I have a strange look about me. What do you think?
Think you're good, old man. I mean, I think all of these people are good, but I've got the energy. I might as well check them. I want to test you.
Sure, pal. I've nothing to hide. Everything I had went up in flames. Sure, whatever. You'll only get a charred corpse, though. That's how it always is.
Oh. Wait a minute. Okay, wait, but hold on. Hold on, though. He might literally just be like fucked up because he's all like charred. Like maybe that the black spot on his head is a patch where he's like totally burnt, right? That doctor guy looks like Fred Willard. He does. How'd it turn out? All right, hold on. Okay, let's test him again. All right, so let's think about this logically. We can see his teeth. They don't look perfect. His eyes could be red because they've been, like, burned. Right? There would probably be soot underneath his fingernails, so that wouldn't help. His armpits might have... There might not be any hair under his arms if that got burnt off as well. God damn, this is tough, actually. I don't know. What, Meek, because I missed it. What is the ears thing? What am I supposed to check for the ears? If he's... Check his ears for wigs. I hear they like hiding in there. A bug crawling out of it. Oh my god, so actually, Brandon, you're right. I am supposed to check for bugs? Okay, that's a test that will probably work, because a bug would probably have burnt up, right? You won't find much to check. They're charred down to the cartilage. Okay, so that's safe. I'm sure my hearing will go soon, probably for the best. Alright, so his ears are fine. I'm gonna assume he's safe and that photo is just because he's literally, like, burnt up, right? That's what I'm gonna guess. I think that makes sense. I don't like that the photo was weird, but... Oh, it only gives you one? Okay. So should I take the other one? I can test the old lady, or I can test that guy again. The old lady seems probably safe, but I haven't tested anybody. Test that fuck-ass kid, I hate her. Look, I don't like her either, but I promised her dad I'd take care of her. I don't know whether to test the other guy and make absolutely sure. Well, but everything I could test him on, there's no way for me to actually verify it. So I think I'm just gonna have to roll the dice on him.
Well, now go right ahead and check, dearie. You won't see anything you haven't seen before.
Alright, test her ears. We can't see them from here. It's not a bad idea. And old people's eyes can sometimes be kind of yellowish anyway, so... But also the photo thing is supposed to be like the surefire test, right? If I only get one test for her, so I'm gonna go with the photo.
You're wasting that film on little old me? Well, I'll be.
Okay, she's fine.
Well, dearie, what now?
Alright, well... I think that's about all I can assume. Those weren't the ones who attacked the quarantine zone. I saw it, I saw what was there. There's got a lot of clothes on, though, so it won't come out right. That it wasn't human. Suplex her household tradition. Come here, Granny. Ah, she's been broken in half, by God. A group evicted by FEMA has settled into your neighbor's ruins. Though little remains, the basement seems to be intact. A small pocket of safety, but how long can they keep hiding? Probably not for long if they keep the lights on like that. Terrified of these traditions. It's all for the best. Wild dogs roam the street. Their bodies bear shallow burns. Hunger wears them thin. Inside your house, you don't fear them, but now you can't shake the feeling that it's better not to go outside. Yeah, bro, I haven't been going outside the whole fucking time because it sucks out there. Small groups carrying their belongings gather nearby. They whisper, careful not to be heard by FEMA officers. Looks like they're from the quarantine zones and are moving into former residents' homes. Now the hanging man looks like a grim welcome sign. Alright.
Hello. We require more test subjects from you. The sooner we get them, the better.
Bring back the ones you took.
You're in no position to make demands. You've all done nothing but try to get in our way. And look where that's got us. We recently had to wipe out a visitor colony. A place that used to be my hometown.
When are you going to get rid of the visitors?
If it were that simple, there'd be no need for FEMA. Just let us do our job. We have the situation under control.
Sounds topical. Yeah, I mean, replace FEMA with ICE and visitor with immigrant and, like, pretty much got exactly this game. I have to hand someone over to you again?
Yes, but this time we'll need 2. Doesn't matter who, just hand 2 of your residents over, now.
Thank God I planned ahead.
Everything will be back to normal soon.
No, I'm done.
For fuck's sake. Have it your way. You enjoying the view behind me? That's what happens when stubborn assholes like you get in our way. Resist and it'll happen again. We care about this city. Just give us people. You'll get them back soon. Thank you.
Dog, no. Not the doctor guy. You could have at least taken the guy who's like a fucking corpse already. Yo, I'm not letting this guy in no matter what the fuck his deal is.
Yes, your house is perfect. I can feel it.
Yes, and it's mine.
That is correct. Death is everywhere. Some were burned, some dragged out and executed. Death's taking a liking to you, yes.
Who even are you? Why are you dressed like that? I mean, he just appears to be wearing like a regular shirt. Like, what? I don't know. He's like, oh, what the fuck, you creep?
We are the harbingers of a new faith, the orators of a hallowed doctrine. Death hath come. She wishes only to soothe humanity, to free us from our chaos, bitterness, and bedlam. We are simply helping her draw closer. It is the only way to find salvation. There's no going back.
So what is it you want?
We must perform the burial rites in ways anew. Your house is perfect for it, yes. Death's influence is strong here. What's been happening here, anyway? In any case, let my brothers trespass here. Protect them. They must survive long enough to complete their tasks.
I'm not exactly burning with excitement at the prospect.
Perhaps you'll end up burning after all. Watch over my people, and remember, if one of them dies, your house will be reduced to nothing. Forgive me, but there would be no other way to accomplish our divine mission.
So these are the guys who have been burning down everything. Then I'll just shoot you all.
You think we few are all that carry the torch of our faith? Others will come. While you sleep, they'll douse the walls in gasoline and strike a match. Even if you survive the blaze, your house will be gone. Where will you run? So perhaps let them stay, yes. I doubt it shall take very long.
Well, that is unfortunate. Okay, then.
Keeping your distance, huh? Good. That improves your odds of survival. Unless you're a visitor.
Who are you?
Someone who's here to clean up the filth my neighborhood's dealt with. You don't need to know nothing else about me.
What's with the gear?
Visitor proof? Oh, you mean this necklace? That's a good term. I'll have to start using that. It's a reminder, so I don't forget how many houses and how many towns I've purged. I pull a single tooth from each visitor. They're the easiest trophies to take. And if one really leaves an impression on me, I might take something else.
So why are you here?
Hold it. You already asked your questions, now I'll ask mine. Anything going on in this neighborhood? Any threats I should keep an eye out for?
A half-naked visitor annihilated an entire patrol. Because if he can deal with that guy, that would be ideal.
Just one. Half naked? So wasn't wearing any protective armor. Interesting. You actually saw him. Yeah, I believe you did. You don't talk like someone who's in the habit of spreading rumors. You got my attention. I'll be back again.
Alright, I kind of don't mind that guy.
Hello, delivery here.
He looked kind of down.
My coworker got taken by FEMA. Morning check, same as always. They noticed his eyes. Red. Ah, god damn it. And that was it. They hauled him off. Now I don't even know what happened to him, or if they'll ever let him out. And what if my eyes go red from the lack of sleep? They're gonna drag me off to one of those fucking quarantine zones too?
Don't stress it, you'll be fine.
Fine? What's fine even mean in the middle of a cataclysm?
Why do you give the Forrest delivery guy a Kyle Crane voice? I don't know who that is. I'm just giving him kind of a chill surfer bro vibe, because that's kind of what he struck me as, was a dude who'd be like, yo man, chill out. All these visitors, the signs, and the damn sun. I thought it couldn't get worse, but every day it just gets crazier. Next thing you know, they'll say pubic hair is a sign of being a visitor, and the world will go even more batshit. Alright, I gotta get a move on. Take your order and I'll be on my way. Yo, kombucha.
Have a good night.
Oh. Jesus. Hello. I mean, his teeth are fine, so... Well, what I mean is, his teeth are terrible, but that means he's fine.
Hello, resident. I'm in a bad fucking mood, so I apologize in advance. There are so many jackasses out here. I hope you're not one of them.
Who are you talking about?
Everyone, really. All them fuckers who were only kept in check by faith or whatever other bullshit stopped them from killing each other.
Dude, is this like a Reddit mod come to life?
He's like, I am a member of r/atheist.
After their gods died, there was nothing human left. Now they're just fucking animals. As if all this shit with the visitors wasn't enough, now we have to deal with them too. Fuck.
It's got you so wound up.
Don't take it personally. It's just all this shit with the sun and now the fucking visitors. Feels like humanity's right there in the casket next to God. And I'm angry. I just wanted to lead a normal fucking life, you know? I wrote music. No one has any use for that shit anymore. Now I'm just trying not to become part of either camp.
You're insufferable enough to be a human. Come on in.
You got that fucking crazy granny here? Nah, I'm not staying under the same roof as that freak. I'll lose it.
What? Why would he have a problem with the old lady? She's fine. Teach this guy the household traditions. Nah, man, I'm gonna kick him out because I feel like if I bring him in and the old lady's here, he's just gonna kill her or something, or try to make me kill her.
Fuck, you're just as pathetic as the rest of those cowards.
Oh, she's taking up his spot where his sprite would be. That's super weird. That can happen.
You'll just sit there and take their shit till you choke on it. Fucking fuck!
Alright. Well then. Let's save. And... I could have fucking saved that whole... What's the point of the kombucha then? I thought I had to save to be able to quit. Alright, whatever. It's fine. Thank you all so much for being here. This game is super interesting. I am definitely excited to keep trying it. And honestly, I might play it after Halloween if we don't finish it by then, because, yeah, this is super, super interesting. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Very much appreciated, as always. And let's see who we can raid. Let's raid... I think I've raided all of these people the last few days. Actually, we can raid Dreadhound. I haven't raided him in a little while. Cool. All right. Like I said, thank you all so much. Yeah, very interesting. Meek, I will look up Dispatch and see what it's about. Wednesday I am going to be busy, but I'm going to try to find another way to stream at some point this week. It might just come down to I'll stream extra long on Friday or something, because I streamed a little longer tonight. We'll see. I'll figure it out. Either way, next time the stream will be this game again. So if you enjoyed it, come back for that. Thank you, everybody, and bye-bye. Have a spooky